All right. So last week you were given a token that you identified from your previous travels, or at least Veribar did.
Yeah, because I'm the only one who's been there.
Yep.
And whose fault is that, Verbar?
Also Verbrars. But yeah, we're going back to the River Lord in Yartar. Or
Okay.
the wannabe River Lord.
Yep. Sarissa is able to teleport you wherever you want to go. Where is it you'd like to be?
We said last week that we were teleporting to the airship and taking that to Yartar.
Okay.
And,
Normally you level up here, but you're already up to the level you should be, so you're not going to. So you guys get bamfed back to the airship, which is flying near Iron Slag. I'm not going to do random encounters at this level. Do you have anything you guys want to do on your way to Yartar?
Drink.
Verbar is very down for that.
Yeah, Whisper will have some drinks with the fellas.
All right. Very good. You guys fly over a good portion of the north, over Sundabar, over Everland. Takes about a week or so to get to Yartar. When you get there, do you guys fly like down to the main square, or how do you approach?
Probably land outside of.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
I was
gonna
going to say.
Our characters haven't been to Yartar before, but Veribar has. I'm assuming that he knows somewhere in the local area that would be airship landing appropriate.
He also had a giant drop in the middle of town in a flying craft once, and that didn't go well. So he's going to try to not replicate those circumstances as much as possible and land on the outskirts.
That's probably a smart idea.
Okay. So you guys land the airship outside, not far outside. The cultists are more than happy to keep an eye on things. Your wish is their command.
Those guys.
Yeah, we'll just avoid telling them we just got attacked by a giant dragon.
I'm just saying,
totally
since we're
not
coming
bring that
here
up.
to like find and deal with the dragon now, like we're gonna there's gonna be some dragon killing or avoiding or something in our future, and I don't want somebody on the boat that's like, fuck these guys, and pushes us off.
Yeah.
Speaking
we
of
do
which,
also have a... Oh, go on ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, how many of those cultists do we still have? Because I know a bunch of them died.
Yeah, we replaced a few with like elves and dwarves and such.
Yeah, I think you still got 4 cultists left, as well as several like random dudes you picked up. So like your crew's like half and half cultists, regular people.
Random dudes we picked up.
Such a hodgepodge. Hey, you want to help save the world? Cool, come with us.
Tried the boat.
Alright, so...
Wait a second. In the inventory, really quick, sorry guys. The 6,300 gold that we have, didn't we use like 4,000 of that for your scroll, Vic?
Yeah, something around there.
Okay.
We have an obscene amount of gold.
Well, we have a lot of stuff to sell, but we technically don't have the gold right now.
Oh, well,
I just want to make sure.
Personally, my character has a bunch of gold on him.
Oh, okay. I don't fucking have shit. I've got like a little bit of gold.
Well,
but we do have a lot of stuff to sell.
Some people died, and they lost all the pocket change they had.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was right on that, that we weren't having more gold than we should.
Yeah, we will land on the outskirts of town and then find a tavern.
Okay. Very good. You guys go in search of a tavern. You're able to. You can very easily find something or other. Are you going to like the upscale part of town? Or are you going to go down by the docks? Where are you guys looking for? What are you trying?
Yeah,
what is your goal?
I mean, the goal is to end up on the riverboat talking to ideally the Lord dude who might be in the know.
Okay.
So near the river would be ideal.
Okay. Yep, you're easily able to get down to the river. As you sit down in the bar, you can see people in the uniforms of the ship preparing themselves, studying themselves with a bit of liquid courage for dealing with the nobles tonight.
So we're going to need to get on that boat. Or not, actually, but potentially. Because that's where the lords and everybody who is rich is going to be.
And did you not say that that coin is to get into some kind of tournament, or just get the meeting with the man that we are looking for?
Yeah, it's like a passage, like token, I guess, onto his boat, if I'm not mistaken. Like you need to like show that to the guards to be allowed onto his like gambling riverboat.
Yeah, it's an entrance token.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. All right. Very well. Perhaps we should just go to the boat, unless you guys want to sell all the stuff that we have on the airship first.
It looks like we have a few hours. All of the guys who work for him are in the tavern, and I'll point out the.
Yeah, I'll say it's like noon, and based on your previous experience, it goes out at night.
Okay. So yeah, we can definitely sell all of our gear or get a few drinks ourselves. Veribar will edge towards the tavern.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Whispers of the opinion that we should go on ahead and sell all this crap that we have, because we do have a lot of giant-sized items that none of us can use, or that's probably worth a lot depending on who we sell it to.
Well,
I
let's
think we
get
should
shopping.
sell our stuff and see what things go from there.
Yeah.
Fair. Let's start with that.
Okay.
We could always split the party.
Good.
We could, if we want to let Veribar handle the schmoozing part of everything. Schmooze the people that work for this Lord Dryland, and
Well, I met Lord Dryland. He's a big fan of me.
okay. All right, so
Mainly because I think I promised to help him become River Lord. So maybe he's not such a big fan of me. He tried to call on that, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, we did kind of make that promise, and then never came back to this town.
He never called. I didn't get any phone calls.
Shitty cell reception in Iron Slag.
I don't know what this phone is. Anyway, yeah, we'll look for some, I don't know, like a procurer of strange items. Most of what we have is jewelry, so perhaps we'll look for like a jeweler of some sort, or.
Okay. Yartar's got a pretty big city with lots of trade going on. Give me whoever's doing the searching, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, let's see.
I'll do the investigating, and
yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Specifically looking for someone who might have some protection against lightning.
Okay. Okay. So it's very easy to find a jeweler who will get you, give you good prices on everything. Let's take a look here. Did I give you guys prices on all that shit, or was I being difficult?
On some of it.
Yeah.
So we have 6 giant rings worth 2,000 to 3,000 each. We have the giant hairbrush that's worth 750. We have the crown. You said was worth anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000, depending on who we sold it to. Then everything else doesn't really have any price. I don't remember you giving us a price for them. But we have the giant size hand mirror with pearls, the gold necklace
Okay.
with the anchor attached to it.
I got it up. All right.
Oh, okay.
Giggity.
Hairbrush and rings. They'll give you. The rings will give you the 3,000 for. The hairbrush will give you the full price. Crown, you'll get it offered 7,000 for it. God, that's so much shit. I'll say they're going to offer you 20,000 for the lot of it.
All right. Sound good to everybody? Does anybody want to haggle? Fair. All right.
Fair.
I'll just add 20,000 then and erase all that crap.
Okay. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna read every fucking word of this chapter. I gotta get better about leaving GM notes on that shit. Anyways, you said you're also looking for lightning resistance. Let's see what sort of magic items that you find.
So we have 22 3 right now. If anybody cares.
Probably minus 4,000.
I subtracted the 4,000 already.
Okay.
So we have 22,300 right now.
We're also promised a tower.
Yes.
That too.
Okay. Yep, the dwarves will give us a tower.
Yes. Now you went back to the dwarf cold to the east. The dwarf hole to the west was the one that promised you a tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And we haven't visited them yet.
You have not
since
visited,
Iron
but there is a opportunity for a tower.
It might be worth going there.
I feel like.
Well, once we're done here with the Lord, we can head back there.
I mean, it's not like world-saving urgent, but it is like, I really want a fucking tower.
Oh yeah, I mean it'll definitely give us the opportunity, like a place to lay our heads and shit like that. Besides, like the airship,
We could.
because I'm sure
take
the
over to
airship
this
probably
place.
doesn't have the best.
What was that, Hunter?
I said we could take over this place. We killed most everybody in there, and it's not too long of a ride for Rarebar to go have fun on the river.
It's true. We did kill the undead lords of Nornar's hold, and kind of put a weird herbalist in charge, didn't we?
Okay. Vic, doing your shopping, you do find a armorer's shop, and he does in fact have a breastplate of lightning resistance.
Okay, how much is that?
That is a rare item. Let's see here. Can you wear a breastplate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone can wear a breastplate.
Well, yes, but if he's as a wizard, if he's not proficient with it, he can't use spellcasting.
I took a level in cleric.
Oh, okay. You have an old elf. He's like, oh, I think I'll sell you that for 4,000 gold.
Okay, how do we split up this gold?
I mean, 22, whatever it is, divided by however many of us there are.
You can go on ahead and take what you need for the armor. We'll still have 18,000 left.
Okay, seeing as what we've been going up against lately, I think I'll take you up on that.
All right. So that is a breastplate, and you have resistance to lightning damage. So all your lightning damage is halved.
That should save me in case I get blasted by a dragon again.
You know,
Yes, it should.
a dragon that was trying to leave and you kept in the room with us.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that I fucking dodged that point blank.
If you guys would like, actually, there's lots of other shit in here. There's lots of +1 armors. There's +1 chainmail, leather, padded armor. There's +2 plate. If anyone wants to spend a fuck ton of money.
Ooh.
+2 plate. That's some dope ass armor.
Yeah, that's some really good fucking armor.
Oh yes, that's my most.
What kind? Like full plate?
Full plate. It'll cost you. I mean, I don't. Honestly, you might not even have that much money. That is going to be like 30,000 gold.
No, we don't have that much.
But
Also, I'm not proficient in heavy armor, so
Yeah, we kind
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't
lost
be
our
able to wear it.
paladin.
He's just an armorer. This isn't like he doesn't have weapons.
No. If you want to find weapons, somebody else had to give me an investigation check.
Dick, will you look for a weapon shop, please?
Because
Whisper's gonna give you like the cute little, like she's gonna do the little kitty stare.
Yeah, puppy dog eyes from the kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drag my eyes away from this this breastplate and see what else I can find.
Okay.
Oh, you're not taking the breastplate?
Oh,
He
I'm
meant
taking
the
the
full
breastplate.
plate.
Oh, okay. Oh,
The
yeah.
full-
the full-
No, the breastplate of lightning resistance.
All right. I subtracted it from our goal.
All right. So there are some. You do find a weapon shop. He's got plenty of +1 weapons. What are you looking for?
I was just curious. Well, as a monk, I can only use certain things, and I'm not even a kensei. So, what can I use? As a matter of fact,
Does he have a +1 rapier?
He does not have a +1 rapier. He does have a +1 whip. He has a dwarven thrower, which again costs like 30,000 gold, but it's a great weapon.
What's a dwarven? What the hell's a dwarven thrower?
It's like a +2 hammer, and when you throw it, it magically comes back to your hand.
It's
What?
super awesome. If you throw it, it does like a D8 extra damage. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's actually really fucking
amazing.
good. Nah, I just realized that the kind of weapon that I was thinking about, I can't use anyway. So continue.
Okay.
Oh, and it does extra damage to giants. That does shit.
Yeah, thrower is a great fucking weapon.
I don't know what I would do
can
without
use
fucking
this.
Don John. Don John is the best.
Don John is the best.
+1. That's tempting.
Although I do have I did. Hunter, I know you troll the D&D Reddits. Did you see that post that the guy made today about the calendar generator he made?
No, but I was in meetings and stuff all day, so I did not troll Reddit as much as I normally do. So you should give me links because I like things.
I will do that later once I have a chance to look at it myself. Because it worked on the phone, but not great. Anyways, you guys have gone to shops. You have found what you're looking for. You did get a couple good investigation checks. Let's see if there's anything interesting in a potion shop for you guys.
I feel like a whip would be more useful if we weren't fighting giants who have more reach than a whip anyway.
All right, none of the potions there I feel confident in saying would interest you guys at all. All right. So yeah, you guys have done your shopping. It's a little later in the afternoon. It's not long. It's into the new year now. Winter is ending, so everything's pretty damp and muddy. Snows are melting. Rain is falling. You see people starting to head towards well-dressed people down by the docks heading towards the riverboat.
So Verabrar, what do we have to do to get on this boat? Is your word enough?
Well, that and the token thing.
Oh, the token counts for all four of us?
Let us hope so.
They only gave us one for 4 people last time, so I'm hoping so.
Well, all right.
If worse comes to worse, I'm sure we can sneak on the boat.
Verbar, you do remember that you have to be well dressed to get on.
Oh,
Oh no.
Vic's gonna look down at his breastplate. I think I'm pretty well dressed.
Whisper looks down to her ratty, like monk gear, and it's just like, Whisper does not have nice clothes.
Verabrar will look around his party and then look at himself in his traveling clothes and be like, "Okay, guys, last minute shopping trip." And is there like a nice, assuming there's a clothing store in town, nice enough clothes to get onto the boat, also in town?
Yes, there is in the noble department a place you can go find clothing. Fine clothes cost 15 gold, I believe it is, for the PHP. We'll say it's
Yeah.
20 because you guys are getting a short notice. You're
Yeah,
buying off-
Verabrar will just drop 100 gold on the counter and have the guy hook everybody in the party up with some new duds.
Okay. Everybody, give me charisma checks and see how good you look, how dapper you are.
Oh my god. Suck a butt.
Oh, I thought that was my crit for a second. I
Verabrar,
paid
you
for
rolled
everybody. Can I get advantage?
only if I get to give you disadvantage at some point in the future of this game.
Fair.
Okay.
Fucking vague.
I do still have inspiration from last session, but I'm not going to use it.
Vic has so Whisper looks fine. Verabrar and Minx both look dashing as all get out. Vic refuses to take off his. Didn't you have like some sort of cloak, like a giant-sized cloak that you stole off somebody?
It was
It was
The dragon scale cloak.
Yeah, it was the white dragon scale one.
Yes.
It was just ridiculously too big.
So Vic, you actually get a really nice set of clothes, and then you refuse to like show it because you're just covered in this robe that's 5 sizes too big for you.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
That's amazing. I also keep forgetting that Vic's a gnome, so it's just way, way too big. It's just too much.
Verabrar will look around and just kind of be fairly pleased until he gets to Vic, and then he'll just shake his head and be like, "All right, well, here we go."
Under his breath, fucking wizards. All right, you guys head on into the boat. You are met by the captain, not the Lord Dryland, but the captain, as well as the mage with the female. Verabrar you recognize as being the mage that's like head of security, wearing a silk dress.
Oh, the Pow Ming.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
I
Take
mean,
inspiration.
I had some help, but yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. Who gave you help?
Somebody wrote all the important NPC names in the chat a minute ago.
Well, guess who doesn't get inspiration then?
Ouch.
See, you shouldn't say things because the DM doesn't always see everything.
I mean, to be fair, at least he was honest.
Yeah, very true. That also means he's not getting inspiration.
That'll teach you.
So you guys get into the room, into the boat. Already there are people at the tables. You hear the snap of cards, the clink of chips. Plenty of attractive young people are going around passing out drinks. What do you do?
Gather my cloak.
All right, 15 minutes later.
Up around your
What
knees.
do you do next?
Oh no, it's darkness.
Yes, it's all dark.
Hold on.
Let's see. So there's like gambling and stuff going on this boat.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right,
okay,
so we have the team treasure, which Verabrar will not touch, but he will start gambling heavily with his personal gold.
Okay.
Whisper has never gambled before, and has not really been in a gambling establishment before. So she is going to ask, would anyone mind if I took a little bit of the team treasure? I really want to try this. This looks like fun.
I don't
Just
see
don't
any
lose it
harm
all.
in that.
No, I will only take a little bit. Here, Vic, you take the team treasure. I'm just going to take 100 gold.
Okay.
That the way I don't, go crazy and lose it. I've never gambled before. This looks like a lot of fun. So I'll just add 100 gold to myself and take it off of the team treasure.
Okay.
Verabrar at this point is
Fuck around.
got a beer and a large stack of chips.
All right. Yeah, you guys can totally sit down at tables and start playing. Everyone looks impressed and very impressed at Verabar's stack of chips. They look very not impressed at Whispers. Like she has like 10 chits.
Well, excuse her for not knowing how to gamble.
Oh, we got that at some point in the fire temple after I think Ken got frustrated with us running away from all the giants.
Okay.
Sounds about right. I never
Please tell me
get
we
fun.
still have that.
What is this?
There's
Is
no way
this
we're
a
selling
golden
that.
goose?
Yes.
An actual golden goose.
It's called the Grand Dame.
No, like
But it's a
right
Never mind.
there.
The goose that lays the golden eggs.
What? God damn it. I can see the problem is that I've got all these and whenever all the NPC tokens, it has names on them that I can see. Yeah, it's a golden goose, like, because that's like the
motif here.
yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Sounds good.
All right.
So yeah, Whisper's gonna play a few games and try. I don't know. Like I said, she's never gambled before. She doesn't really know how to play.
All right.
So she's asking a lot of questions and being probably rather annoying to the dealer.
Oh, Veribar is playing poker.
Okay. What are Vic and Minx doing?
Is there anywhere on the boat where I don't have to necessarily be involved in gambling? Like, can I find a fucking buffet and just people watch?
Oh yeah, there's totally there's a very nice spread.
All right, well then I'm gonna enjoy the first proper food in a while, considering how long that we spent in Iron Slag, and I spent some time exhausted, and we've been on the airship, so bring on actual food and a real table.
Okay.
I think Vic would wander around for a while just to look at everything that's on this boat and or what games everyone is playing. Then probably end up grabbing some food with Mansk, and probably end up watching Whisper make a fool of herself.
Okay.
You raise a valid point. Is there anywhere where I can sit and eat and watch Whisper?
Sure. Yes. Veribar, do you sit down on the same table that Whisper sits down at?
I think I sat down first, but I wouldn't be have gone far away. I would have been found the first poker table and dove in.
Okay.
So
well, in that case, Whisper, do you sit down at the same table that Veribar sat down at?
Yeah, considering she doesn't know how to play and Veribar seems to know what he's doing, she'll sit next to him and try to pick up on the game and learn how to play.
Okay. Very good. So Veribar and Whisper, why don't you guys give me sleight of hand checks? Whisper, because you don't know what you're doing, you have disadvantage.
Of course.
Can I use my deck of cards proficiency instead?
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. I am proficient with dice, but not cards, so that's a thing.
You sat down at the wrong table, fam.
Yeah, I did.
Dice. When you say that, one of the nobles next to you sniffs and says, "Dice are for commoners."
Huh. Well, Whisper is not exactly a noble, but thank you.
Oh.
Veribar will hold a pursed finger to his lips, shh. A finger to his pursed lips, sorry.
So Veribar, actually, you got somebody else there at the table that plays pretty well. You don't lose any money, but you don't win anything either. Whisper, you lose you lose 10 of your gold in these first couple of hands. First half hour of play. Vic and Manx, go ahead and you guys give me perception checks. All right. Minsk, you see what's your background again, Minsk? I forget.
You raise a valid point. Faction agent.
Okay. For the Harpers, right? Or for the Lord's Alliance?
Hang on, I'm thinking Caldra's background. Let me go look at my bio.
Okay. But in the meantime, Vic, you're sitting there, and you're kind of being the center of attention, and you just kind of look around haven't you guys ever seen a gnome before? Okay, so Orlegon, so you have experience with law enforcement and that sort of thing. You can definitely tell that some of these people are guards. they're paid toughs that are, mingling, but they're clearly there to keep order if necessary.
All right.
They're just jealous of my cloak.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see here. That you also see a man you don't know. Now, obviously, Minx, you don't know anyone involved here, but you do see a well-dressed man kind of standing at the top of the stairs, looking over the balcony at the proceedings. And Whisper and Verabrar, give me some more sleight of hand checks, deck of cards, if you have training with deck of cards.
Okay, am I still at disadvantage?
You are. You don't learn poker in 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, true enough.
But he's getting better.
Yeah, not bad. Verabrar, you gain. How much are you betting on each hand, Verabrar?
Seems like my stack is like 3,000 gold, probably like 50 to 100, depending on how confident I felt.
Okay, we'll say you win another 150 gold. Whisper, you feel like you're starting to get the hang of this game a little bit. You're getting some cards. You actually won a small hand, but you've lost a couple more small ones. You're down another 10 gold.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Veribar, this game is very fun.
Verivar will smile and nod at Whisper.
Verabrar, the person that keeps that's like the person that's so good that keeps winning Whisper's money and that you're having such trouble beating, is a fairly attractive, dark-skinned woman. Perhaps, excuse me. She has longish hair, but she has something of kind of elfish about her. And around her shoulder looks to be what do you take to be a brooch that looks like a dragon, a tiny dragon.
Oh, fuck.
Whisper, you're supposed to be winning the chips, not losing them.
Verivar will be investigating his opponent across the table and mutter under his breath. Of course. Work. It's always work.
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation check.
Wait, the woman has a tiny dragon with her, or
No, her brooch looks like a tiny dragon.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Actually, as you look at her, she smiles and kind of blows you a little kiss, and the dragon looks up and flicks his tongue out at you, and puts his head back down again.
Like the dragon brooch is alive?
Yes. Give me an Arcana check, or Nature.
I am like the worst the worst ranger at nature in the world.
You've heard tell of something called a pseudo-dragon, which some wizards and sorcerers and like use as familiars. You think that might be what this is?
I did not know, out of character, I did not know that pseudo dragons could take on the form of objects.
It can't. It's her familiar. It's wrapped around her arm like one of those.
Oh, okay, right.
And
And
she's a mage, so she could have enchanted it with disguise object or something.
Pseudo dragons don't really have color. They're just kind of shimmery, metallic-y colors.
Veribar
Okay.
will strike up a conversation with this woman, complimenting her play and saying how refreshing it is to find a worthy opponent.
She smiles and says, "Oh, indeed. I'm saving up for a expedition myself. Hopefully, you don't take too much of a poor lonely girl's travel fund."
Poor lonely girl is stealing Whispered money.
Veribar will. Oh,
go ahead.
Sorry. Veribar will be very interested in her travels and say, "Oh, I've done a bit of travel in my time myself. I'm originally from Waterdeep. Where are you trying to move or go?"
She says, "I am looking for my father. He is a well-traveled man who is so hard to pin down sometimes. His name is Artis Simber. Perhaps you have heard of him?"
I have heard of it.
You have heard of it.
Simber with a C, isn't it?
Yes.
not beer. Burr.
Yes, that is correct.
Is he the one that the rune's looking for?
It is. And since Veribar is the only, since Veribar, you can take inspiration because it's out of your character's not there, and you just reminded Matt. Thank you for remembering that. Yes, Matt. Veribar, you remember that being what the Frost Giant rune was searching for.
Right. So I will tell her that I've encountered that name before, but I don't want to give too much away at first. So.
Okay. She says, "Oh, if you have any leads on where he might be, he is in such grave danger."
Yes, I think he seems to be tied up with something involving frost giants, but
And she goes, "Oh, those beasts. They must be after his ring. It's always about that ring. I do wish he would have given it over to the Harpers when he had a chance."
his ring? What do you mean?
His ring, he has a ancient artifact called the Ring of Winter that is, legend has it, if it falls in the wrong hands, will destroy the world in ice. And for whatever reason, he refuses to give it up. He says no one else is capable of handling it. But all I want is to protect him and see him safe, wherever it is that he may be. Are you sure there's no information that you have about his whereabouts?
Didn't the Oracle tell us where he was?
I think he's in Chult.
I mean, I know he's in Jolt, but
I think the Oracle told us he was in Chult.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you share that?
That I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I'm not sure I necessarily trust this girl.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, why don't you guys give me another round of sleight of hand checks to see if anybody who's won the next few hands.
Okay, Whisper can do this. Whisper can't do this.
I will, however, recommend that she travel with us, as I think our paths may align, as it's the fire giants that we're looking for. I'm really badly. Or it's the frost giants. It's definitely the frost giants, and they're opposed to us as well. But I'm gonna try to not give away to her that I know where her father might be.
Okay. Well, first off, while you're talking to this beautiful young woman, you're a little distracted, and she wins 50 of your gold back. Whisper, she takes 30 gold off of you.
Oof.
22 against 6.
Yep. That's fine.
She suckered you. You're like, I get this game. I understand this game. I don't understand this game.
Yeah. Whisper was doing so well.
And give me some sort of charisma check, probably deception. Verbar. In the meantime, Minsk and Vic, what are you guys doing?
I'm watching Whisper utterly fail at this game.
I was reading Caldris's journal. Out of character.
I'm gonna walk up to Whisper and say, "You know what? I think I might be able to give you some pointers." And I'm gonna put my hand on anywhere I can reach and cast guidance while I give a few tips on playing poker.
Okay. Give me a deception or sleight of hand check while you do that.
All right.
Don't fuck this up, Vic. Oh no.
The least sneaky motherfucker in the world.
Let me just walk over in my giant fucking breastplate and my damn cloak and casually manhandle the cat, the only cat on the boat, who's very clearly been sucking at poker, so everyone at the table is fully aware of her existence.
She's also being very loud.
You see, they're so distracted by the cloak, they'll never notice me cast a spell.
So, Minsk, you see the captain of the guard woman head over in the direction of your friends.
Oh, Vic, you're gonna jump off the boat, dude.
How much food is left on my plate?
I mean, you probably stacked it up pretty high, so there's probably like half a plate left.
All right, I'm gonna shoot a few wary glances between the captain of the guard and my half of a pork belly, and then I will get up, but not make it obvious that I'm like beelining for Vic. I just want to get myself closer to the table in general, so I want to kind of ease through the crowd in that direction.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. The wizard will come up to you, Vic, and say, "That's an interesting cloak that you're wearing. I doubt it'll make it easier for you to swim."
Well,
no, I'm going to ask you very closely. I'm going to ask you very carefully. I want you to answer truthfully. What did you just do to your little friend here?
Well, have you seen how bad this person's been playing lately? I tried to give her a few tips. Maybe give her a little bit of guidance on how to play a little bit. Because, I mean, come on. She is lost horribly on every single hand she's played.
She will nod down at you and say, "Thank you for your honesty. I will trust that you will take this in the manner it is given. Magic is not allowed on the Grand Dame. If I catch you casting a spell again, either to impact your friend's play or to negatively impact one of your opponents, I will have to have you thrown off the boat."
Of
Dun,
course,
dun,
of
dun.
course. I'm new around here. I wasn't aware of any rules.
I understand. Had you tried to deceive me, I would have certainly immediately had you tossed into the river, which is quite cold this time of year. So please behave yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully your friend learns, her luck improves a bit. And she will leave you guys be.
And it's just at this time that Whisper stands up and is like, "This game is not for Whisper." She's all upset. She wants to look around for like a dice game, if
Okay.
there are any.
Don't see any dice games. There are. You do see like a roulette wheel.
All right, yeah, she'll try her hand at roulette then.
Okay. Mensky, you're about halfway over there. You see the mage kind of walk back.
Thank you, Minx.
You see the mage walk up the stairs, looking like she's heading up to the balcony where the well-dressed man is standing.
So as the night has gone on, and I was eating my food and whatnot before this particular disturbance happened, do I notice any kind of like change in the way things are being operated as the night's going on? Like, is it just casual throughout, or does there appear to be like, do things ramp up? Are there bigger and better games, or are certain people like that weren't just straight up sitting down and playing as we left dock? Like, are the big guns coming out? Is there any events or shows or that kind of stuff as we get downriver?
There is entertainment. There's bards scattered about playing. People pay them to go away whenever they get tiresome. There are more money's going down. Like Veribar is no longer the big stack in the room. Like he's got a good stack, but he's not like far and away the biggest anymore. Plenty of people have come to join them. He seems very distracted by a pretty girl sitting at his table.
Is my internet weird, or is Ken's internet weird?
Ken's internet's weird.
Yeah, it was cutting out a little bit.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, there's more money now. Like a lot of people were coming if they were having a meal or a drink, if not sat down at the table. The atmosphere is picking up a little bit, but it's not like you don't sense that there's anything untoward going on. It's just the night's getting on, and people that have come out to have a good time are getting into the spirit of things a little.
Well, that's mostly why I was asking, because I knew that as a few more drinks were had by everyone, things would liven up a bit, but B, that the big gamers wouldn't necessarily sit down immediately. They'd kind of ease into it and let people get knocked out before sitting down. So I didn't know if security was reacting accordingly or if I had noticed anything that really caught my attention.
Nothing that catches your attention as being untoward. Security's doing their job. Again, that you do see people with bigger stacks sitting down as they've gotten a read on the room a little bit. But nothing. I'm not sure exactly what it is you're looking for, but nothing catches your eye as being out of place.
Just feeling the room right now.
Yeah.
Since I'm already unasked my seat, I wasn't going to immediately turn heel and walk back to my plate once the incident ceased to be an incident. So I wanted to kind of circle through the crowd, and then if my spot hadn't been taken, head back over that way. But I did want to keep watching the mage fancy dressed man exchange casually, not,
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Not bad.
Okay. You can see them kind of chatting a bit. She seems to be. It looks like she's giving a report of whatever the disturbance was down there. And you see him nod his head. She comes back down and he goes upstairs. With that perception check, you can see that he has a rapier, and the hilt of the rapier is made up to look like a bejeweled octopus.
Well, that's fucking awesome. I want that.
Sleight of hand.
Go steal it from him.
Steal is one way to do it.
Well,
Not
Veribar,
usually Veribar's tact.
Well, you also don't see that Veribar.
I know.
Okay.
And I will behave accordingly.
Oh yeah,
I
Matt
still-
is enthralled.
Out of character, I really want that. I was actually, but anyway. So talking to the girl, I'll have revealed just about as much as I feel comfortable revealing, over cards and booze and in public. But I will tell her that if she really wants to meet, to find her father, that she should meet me at the tavern tomorrow, and I will describe the tavern that we were at by where the boat takes off.
Okay. She is very intrigued, and she promises to meet with you tomorrow.
Excellent. At this point, I will pick up my stack from the table and walk to Manx.
Okay.
Manx.
Minx, your ranger friend approaches.
I'm also reading in the notes about that time that Arafel slept with a woman on this boat and charged her 100 gold for it.
An old woman on this boat.
And then was like, all right, well, we're heading to Luskin, so bye.
Dude, I brought that up in chat to Pat earlier.
Nice.
we're heading back to see your old fling.
Whisper, what do you put your money down on roulette?
She puts 50 on black.
Roll me a D. Roll 20. Roll me a D. It's what, 1 in 37?
I think so.
I don't know shit about roulette.
Well, it was black, so no, it'd be one. It's like it's 1 in 48. It's 48 out of 100, which is 24 out of 50. Just 12 out of 25. So roll me a D100. If you roll 1 to 48, you win.
Damn it.
Came up
Can
right.
I use my DM inspiration? I'm not.
I
tried to
use
help.
this on the bottom of the table.
I am not going to use my DM inspiration.
Okay.
So I lose all my gold. I lose 50. Dun dun dun.
So you guys are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm going to tell Menks that I'm going to seek an audience with the Lord, and I'm going to point to the well-dressed man at the top of the stairs.
Okay, we don't see him up there anymore. He has disappeared.
Oh, he
Up
left?
there now. Yeah, up
I
there
thought
now
the
is
wizard left.
No, the wizard came back downstairs. He went upstairs.
Ah, okay.
Well, when Verba brings that up, I'll tell him that he went upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. I will then walk
Whispers,
up to the wizard head of security who I recognize and ask her if I could have an audience with Lord Dryland.
How do you go about asking?
Respectfully, and as an old friend of the Lord, and a member of the Lord's Alliance.
Give me a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage as using your Lord's Alliance connection.
Okay.
All right. She nods her head and gestures over to a guard and says, "This gentleman has business with with Lord Dryland. Please escort him up to his stateroom." And you will be.
Any chance that I could get in on that, or is this a Veribar only kind of thing?
Were you with him when he asked?
Yeah.
If you walked over with me, I would have nodded to him as well
Yeah.
and seen if the wizard would let him come up.
I was listening and reading the rules of roulette because I'm weird, and that's why I didn't key my mic to say me too. But I was actually looking at the odds of roulette because I'm strange.
Well,
There's 38 slots, by the way.
Okay. Well, yes, but the thing is that with the colors, there's 0 and 00, which are green. Everything else is either red or black.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 38. Yeah, so it would have been
36. It would have been 18 out of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
something like that.
It's correct.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I needed to know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Whisper walks back over to Vic, looking defeated and very sad. Whisper is not very good at gambling.
well, that's why I don't ever gamble. It's just a waste of your money.
They don't have any dice games. Whisper is sad.
I imagine Vic staying there with a big ass turkey leg that he's gnawing on in his very fancy cloak.
Exactly.
That's too good.
Exactly.
I love that cloak, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna a Whisper will begin to eat to try and cheer herself up. She'll sit down and eat with Vic.
Okay, give me a charisma save.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Okay. I am fantastic at these, everybody. Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Zeros.
It doesn't make you feel any better.
0 points better.
Vic and Minsk and Verabrar, you make your ways upstairs. Give me a moment. Oop.
Well,
You up here, you see lots of deckhands running around. This is clearly where the captain is and all that sort of stuff. You also have the stateroom, which is 13. This room. So you're led into this room here. Excuse me. Yeah, but I mean, roulette generally has the best odds for casinos. But regardless, that's not here or there. You're led into the room. The cabin is a testament to bad taste. It has purple velvet curtains and scented candles and a gaudy candelabra. In the middle of the room is a table with a large aquarium tank resting atop it. The aquarium contains a coral reef that serves as the home of a pet octopus. There is a silk hammock, a writing desk that's bolted down like a ship, because it's on a ship, and a small table is equally bolted down. On the table is a wine decanter and a goblet, and you see You see your friend Dryland pouring a glass of wine at his table.
Verebar will puke in his mouth a little bit and then turn to Lord Dryland. I love what you've done with the place.
Give me a deception check.
I'm very happy I'm actually not bad at these.
Hey.
All right. He says, "Oh, my friend from the Lords and Lions who promised so much." And he'll reach down and pick his octopus out of his out of the tank and put it on his shoulder. What brings you back into my small out of the way city?
I've spent many weeks at the bottom of a fire giant mine, unfortunately. Upon coming back to the civilization, yours is the first name I thought.
He said, "Well, that's quite refreshing to hear, actually." He drinks his wine back. Have you come to help me finally take what is mine? I fear that the time for our success may almost be past. I have a time schedule that I must keep.
I will nod, and I have recently learned a few interesting facts about Yartar that make me believe the time could be right for a coup and a new River Lord.
He sits down on his hammock and it kind of swings back and forth and says, "I am listening."
Verabra will launch into a kind of false praise, and also like, "Oh well, since you've already positioned yourself so well and have gained the favor of so many through this boat, you've already taken the first step. And this disturbance of the giants, that is the next in our the next part of our opportunity."
Give me a deception check.
Okay. Oh, Mensk knows I'm full of it.
Yeah, Menks, you know he's full of shit. What is it you're trying to incite there?
I'm wanting to try to anticipate where the fuck Verber is going with this, so that if I feel the need, I can chime in. So I don't want to be like, I'm dealing at a disadvantage because I don't know what they talked about before and stuff. But I'm kind of just trying to keep up with the conversation, and also we never roll insight, so I rolled insight.
Rolled insight on
You rolled it
Verbar.
very well. I mean,
All right. Verbar, where are you trying to get? He's able to figure out that you're full of shit and what you're trying to go with this. What are you trying to get?
I mean, I was just trying to gauge what he knew before, like, I opened up and told him everything I knew. So I was trying to like get him to like say like, "Oh yes, I already know." Like, you know what I mean?
I see. When he starts talking about the Giants, Mansk, you do see him go kind of slant-eyed a bit. He doesn't give in to anything. He's like, "Oh, the Giants that are rampaging. Yes, I've heard so many terrible things. Supposedly Tribor was wrecked quite badly. Luckily, here in Yartar, we have been protected thus far." You do wonder what would cause them to rise up in this manner.
Yes, it's almost like they lack great leadership, just like this area does.
Indeed, indeed.
So Verbar is completely unaware that he's been sussed out, I suppose.
Well, he's been sussed out by Mansk. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that the River Lord knew I was full of shit, but Mansk.
Well, he might. You don't know
Okay.
that.
I thought you had told me that, so I was going, okay, this is much better news.
Maybe.
So Verbar will keep talking and be like, "Yes, but unfortunately, as the giants' malignant will spreads, it seems that even Yartar will be affected. It is my fight against the giants that has led me here.
Oh, how so?
Well, unfortunately, I've heard news that a giant may have either been taken or sought refuge nearby. I'm not quite sure which yet, but either way, it's a dangerous situation for Yartar.
Yes, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. Taken, either taken prisoner or hiding nearby. You must find them. I have heard that there is a tower to the south where the cries of some great beast have been heard. Perhaps that is the prison you are looking for. Lying. Well, he's not. You don't. He's not being truthful with you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Bearbar will notice that. We'll find out. Nope.
Oh, hold on. Let me roll for it.
Unless he's
No,
unseen.
you feel pretty confident he's lying.
Oh, I do. Nice. Way to go, Bearbar. Stepping up.
I'm not sure why you had advantage on that, but regardless,
I mean, I
even
probably
the
shouldn't have,
13 was.
but I
You rolled
forgot to turn it off.
So
Bearbar will nod and thank him for his insights. And have I noticed this lovely octopus rapier yet?
Yeah.
Or
I
is
mean,
the rest of the room
it's as garish as the rest of the room.
So now Bearbar can officially want it.
Yes.
Crave thy neighbor's octopus.
You like octopuses, huh?
They are intelligent and kind creatures, a symbol of great power on the wide open sea. I did supply my trade on the great ocean for many years before I was able to come back here and open my humble floating party that you see before you. And he reaches up and he starts stroking his octopus.
Are they saltwater creatures, or can they survive on freshwater as well?
He says, "No, they are. This water. I have a barrel of salt water that I use to replenish his tank."
Sorry, I'm always curious when it comes to such uniqueness that I try to find out what I can when I can. And I believe this is the first time I've seen one.
He says, "Yes, it's this is he is a good pet. And plus the suckers are quite good for your skin. Helps keep me young."
Mm-hmm. Now, you said a tower to the south. Do you mean south of where we are now, or south of Yartar proper?
South down the Desaran River, near Red Larch.
Oh, I love Red Larch.
Beautiful this time of year.
So, if it's down the river, would our best bet to be travel on the water or to travel over land? I'm kind of foreign to this area, I'm afraid.
He says, "You travel down the river for a bit. You'll need to turn overland to the west about half a day, from what I understand. It is not on the main road. Quite dangerous down there, though. There are supposedly cults in the area, or at least there were a few years ago."
Well, wouldn't be surprised if they've had run-ins with the giants and made a whole debacle of the entire situation. But I fear that I feel that that's a worry for another time. Let's focus on the party at hand and the shift in power that's to come.
Oh, quite.
My lord, it seems after our conversation that we will be in town for at least several more days, so you must tell me how we can assist you.
He says that the current water baron is a weakling and a fool. And that he has proof. And he kind of smiles at himself. Yes, we'll call it proof that she has been skimming some off the top. We shall say. Now, coming from me, obviously, no one would believe it. Our rivalry is well known. But if you could perhaps seed these rumors about around town that she has been taking the hard-won taxes of the merchants into her own pocket instead of using them to the betterment of the city, perhaps that will be enough to get me to the top of the food chain.
Rumors are a pretty simple seed to plant. Do you think it best to spread these among the common folk, or to start with some of the, and I'll kind of, motion to the ship and say some of the more important people?
He says the common folk have nothing to do with this. Their opinions don't matter. The wealthy and the powerful, the ones we're worried about, but I would prefer not to have it tie back to the Grand Dame in any way. Perhaps in the city over the next few days.
Oh no, I of course wouldn't bring this up anywhere within even eyesight of your ship, I'm afraid. I just didn't know if this was a matter where we wanted to, win over hearts and minds of the people just for it seeming that much more, or whether we wanted to focus our efforts on the people that would actually make a change.
The people that would make a change, I think, would be most effective. Yes, that is what I think.
Consider
but I will
it
leave
done.
I will leave it to your expertise.
Well, in that case, my lord, I think it is time for us to return to your splendid party. It's so nice to have such a trusted and honest friend.
Oh, of course. You guys head back downstairs. Vic and Whisper
Verbar was actually going to try to sneak into the room adjacent.
Like a jerk.
Okay. Give me the door when you try and deal with it. When you try and jiggle it, is locked. Well, let's do it this way real quick. This way you can hear lots of noises coming from. It sounds like it's like a kitchen or something. Do you listen at the door, or?
I was going to listen, and then if it was empty sounding, try to slide into this middle room. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
We came up here then.
I don't.
Yeah, you're over on this side.
Okay. Well, I meant we came up these stairs, not these stairs.
Yeah. You don't hear anything.
Okay, because I don't hear anything, I'm going to try to sneak into the room.
Okay. The door is locked. Give me a sleight of hand check. Also, give me a stealth check.
I have Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Okay. So give me these tools there.
I'm gonna kind of post up and be ready while he does this. So I want to be right on the other side of the curtain, so that if I hear somebody coming, I can adjust appropriately, bump into them, etc.
You are easily able to enter the room. It looks like a bunk. There are 4 cots laid out, although it is currently empty.
Excellent. I'm going to close the door behind me and then do the cup my hands to my ear and try to listen into the Lord Dryland's room.
Okay. Give me a perception check. All right. You don't really hear much. The walls are thick. There's nobody in there except him and his octopus. Apparently, he's not so crazy as to talk to his pet octopus at random.
That's disappointing.
Let's see. Vic and Whisper, was anything you guys were doing downstairs?
Whisper's still just sad and eating. She's trying to eat her sorrows away.
Okay. Vic, was there anything you were doing?
Nothing in particular. Just looking around. Wondering where. I guess I'd be kind of walking around, looking around, trying to find out where Mengsk and Verbar went. But other than that, not a whole lot. Probably just enjoying the food and people watching.
All right.
After
Minsk, what are you doing in the room while Veribar's got his head up against the wall?
So I kept kind of watch, and he opens the door and he slips inside, and then I kind of like scoot in behind him and close the door. And I just want to kind of be ready at the door while he's doing whatever he's doing. I will give a quick like glance around the room. Based on the map, it looks like just crew resting area. But I wanted to be at the door so that if the room owner were to come back again, I could handle it.
Okay.
I also want to be listening for foot traffic in the hallway so that we don't open the door and step out as somebody's walking by.
Gotcha. Give me a perception check. All right. Yeah, you're aware every now and then you hear footprints go by, someone walking to and fro. But you don't come across anything. Why don't you, because you guys both rolled inside a couple times, you knew that the guy seemed to be lying to you pretty consistently. Why don't you guys discuss that real quick, and let's take a quick 5-minute break so I can get some coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, Veribar will kind of surrender, listening at the wall because he's not getting anything, and shrug his shoulders and turn back to Mengs.
Yeah, I wasn't going to discuss how much of a liar he was, if he might in any way be able to overhear that. But yeah, I'm super curious where we want to go from here, and I think it best that rather than loading up on our airship and heading to the south, for some reason when I asked about the river and stuff, I didn't think about the fact that we have a fucking airship.
I was wondering, I was like, man, you're really like playing up the whole like curious about the area thing.
Sorry, I had flashbacks because Ken mentioned Red Larch, and I immediately like flipped back into Princes of the Apocalypse, where we kept having to do that. Like, do we try to ford the river? Do we go north, south? Crap. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to be on the wrong side of the river. I better ask this guy because I don't want to have to play how do we get the horses across the river again. But airship.
Why?
But yeah, based on the fact that I strongly feel that this guy is lying to us, I think it's best to spend our next bit of effort being in Yartar and doing the things that he needs us to do.
Exactly the opposite he wants us to do.
Right. So we need to be in Yartar to do what he needs us to do, but we need to be gathering as much information as we are spreading false or not or whatever. But
yeah, Veribar has recently decided that he really wants to kill that guy.
Is
his
it
personality trait.
Sword related?
No, it's if his personality trait is if you do me an injury, I will crush you, ruin your name, and salt your fields.
Ooh.
And that dude pretended to be my friend and then lied to me. Not about it.
Well, I am all about adding a fucking riverboat to a list of shit that we are now in control of.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be immediately, but I definitely want to seek an audience with the actual River Lord and be like, yo, this dude is sketch as fuck.
A few
maybe
rumors.
get hired, maybe get a reward to actually like take him out.
Because like you noticed that guy was acting sketchy when we mentioned the Giants, right? It's like we think he knows something about that.
I mean,
so we definitely have some like he's actually planning something, ammunition, if he wanted to talk to the real River Lord.
We also have the fact that the dragon who was betraying the Giants was holding one of his tokens, or had given the token to the daughter to be like, this is all we know, or whatever. So
oh yeah, that is also equally
one
true.
of his tokens, which doesn't necessarily have to come from him, it could have just been from somebody who's on this fucking boat,
was in the hands of an ancient blue dragon, which then nearly killed us all.
Well, no, we got the token from the girl, the youngest daughter. She was the one that had the token.
But the blue dragon gave it to her, didn't it?
I
thought
this is
all we know.
But
that's what we know. I think that was left at the scene when we found out that
okay, it was left at the scene of the blue dragon's kid. Okay,
right.
Yeah, so like either the blue dragon had it and she found it. She found it somewhere, basically. The blue dragon didn't actually give it to her.
Okay, makes sense.
So, one way or the other, this boat has something to do with what like our main objective. But yeah, it does seem like Whisper is very upset about the fact that she lost, and she is totally willing to kill the person that runs this boat because she feels like she's been cheated.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Veribar's personality trait has just decided that he has to kill this guy.
I'd rather get paid for it if we're gonna actually do it. So if we could get an
Oh
audience
yeah, if we
with
could
the
go
actual
talk to the
Lord.
actual, and I'm a member of the Lord's Alliance, so I should be able to like at least swing a audience of some sort.
Okay, all right, that should work.
And I'm a
Like
noble.
I can.
I like how you just decide, yeah, we're going to kill this guy for no real reason.
He lied to me.
Yeah,
No,
that's
yeah, I
definitely
know
a
which
good reason to kill him.
personality. I know which personality trait he's talking about, and it does make total sense that he'd want to kill him because it just it's just part of what that is.
Yeah, the if you do me an injury, I will ruin your name and salt your fields.
But he doesn't have any fields.
Exactly, that's why I have to kill him.
Yeah.
Ow.
So
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Well, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our time on the boat, eating, drinking, and making merry, and then tomorrow. Oh, and then once we get off the boat, I'm gonna tell them about the half-elf girl that I met.
Okay.
do you guys share like the conversation with Lord Dryland and everything, and that he's like most definitely lying to you?
Yeah, we'll tell you that too. But
Okay.
I'll tell you, I guess, in order. So, at the poker table, the lovely lady that was actually quite good at poker was the daughter of a man named Artis Simber, and she's looking for him. And back when I traveled with my previous group, including Ryle, who you met in the bottom of the fire giant, well, in the hammer, I guess, let's be honest. We encountered that there is a frost giant Jarl who's killing everyone with the last name Simber because he fucked up a spell. But I think her father is the man they're actually trying to kill.
Because they fucked up a spell.
Well, they're trying to look for him because she told me he's the one who has the Ring of Winter. But because the frost giants didn't do the spell properly, the spell is leading them to everybody with the last name of Simber.
I understand.
I
So
don't
they
like
have
so
been
it's what
killing
you
him.
do.
That's why you invest in anti-scrying magic. But I understand.
So she is meeting me at the tavern by the docks tomorrow to discuss more about her father. I haven't told her everything that I've just told you because I'm not sure we can trust her yet. Just like I've learned recently, we cannot trust the Lord Dryland, who I thought was a friend.
And why can't we trust Lord Dryland?
I'll then tell that story, which you all heard literally 5 minutes ago, so I won't actually retell that entire story.
Right. Yeah. Of course. So he is definitely lying then, and he wants us to spread bad rumors about the current Lord so that he can rise to power. Whisper does not understand politics very well. But if you're saying that he is a liar and not worthy of the position, then perhaps we should talk with the other Lord and maybe see if we could get a reward for removing him from his station.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with this ship. I mean, one small casting of one little spell and you nearly get thrown out.
Yes, I also think everyone here is cheaters, and Whisper hates this place.
Veribar will look back between Vic and Whisper. Weren't you two trying to... And his face palm.
No, she was.
Whisper,
but
what? Whisper did not try. Whisper is very upset at this. Whisper did not try to do anything except for learn how to play a fun game, and everyone was rude. Did not like it.
How'd roulette go?
Whisper does not wish to talk about it.
It also seemed he wanted us to go to this tower in the south, and while I'm sure I'm still quite curious why he wants us to go there. Like, why that tower?
That definitely sounds strange. Well, we were already planning on staying here for a few more days, yes?
It seems so.
Well, at least we have objectives to complete while we are here, instead of, just drinking and staying at taverns and all of that.
What's wrong with drinking and staying at tavern?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but we are trying to find the Thunder King and, restore order to the giants. Or the Storm King, whatever.
No, I like Thunder King. That's very appropriate for your character.
So yes, Whispered is whatever we decide to do. Whispered is behind you 100%.
Well, you haven't steered us wrong yet. At least not us.
yeah, not this group. Veribar's trust is not deserving at all.
Hey,
all right, yeah,
nobility and shit.
So we'll wait, finish eating and drinking and wait for the boat to dock and then return to town.
Yeah, and I'll probably try to get a room in the tavern where I told the artist Simber's daughter I would meet her.
Okay. All right. Well, then the rest of us, I mean, because I'm assuming, does this boat stay out the whole night, or does it come back and we have time to sleep and shit?
Probably don't stop till the sun comes up.
Yeah, you guys pulled it out around dawn.
Okay.
So Veribar, once we're no longer on the boat and stuff, I'd like to approach Veribar and ask him if he knows of anything that would particularly aid in discrediting Lord Dreyfus. What sort of stuff did you learn last time that you were in town that he was planning to use to dethrone the current water baron?
Well, to be fair, his politics are a bit derivative, but his goal seemed to be to use his gambling boat to curry the favor of the rich and powerful and use that favor to displace the current River Lord. Which is definitely a step of a plan, but in and of itself, not an entire plan. What worries me is that he seemed disinterested and gave that job to us, which says he must have something else up his sleeve.
And why is he wanting to be... why does he want to exactly be the water baron? It doesn't really seem... It seems like he has a pretty nice setup and lots of riches of his own if he's able to run a gambling boat every night. Did he ever give you a substantial reason as to why he actually wishes to be the water baron? Other than he just wants power?
I think that's enough for some people. He definitely doesn't seem to be a man with a plan on how to improve the region, that's for sure.
I'm gonna have to go get toast out of the toaster here in just a second, but that line of questioning was because I have Mask of Many Faces, so I could totally don a guise of Lord Dreyfus, shit on someone's front porch, and then those sorts of things.
Wow.
Dude, that would be fucking fantastic. I totally want you to do that now.
Apparently Mangsk is 12.
Just broad daylight, just go in as Lord Dryland and just shit all over somebody's porch. That would be amazing.
You're definitely 12.
You'd have to, although you'd have to make sure that he wasn't on his boat and like didn't have an alibi and shit, because this is a world full of magic and stuff, and he even has mages in his employ, and I'm sure the current Water Baron probably does as well.
Oh yeah, I think the current Water Baron, like I went and saw her last time I was in town. She's way more badass than this guy.
Okay. Oh yeah. So Whispers, do we have any proof that the current Water Baron is actually stealing money, or he said that he had some proof?
I very much doubt that's actually happening.
So another lie made by a petty man. Perhaps he is saying what it is that he would do. He seems the greedy type, and if he became Water Baron, he probably would do the same thing, using taxpayers' money.
Well, that's usually how these type of people work.
Well,
Well then,
is a hell of a drug.
Verbar, you have to meet up with the majely cheater woman. Yes.
I don't think she cheated with Whisper, but yes, I have to meet with her.
Whisper thinks she cheated. Whisper has never been beaten at game, although the Whisper has never played game like that before. Very well. So you must meet up with her. The rest of us, what should we do while you have your meeting with her?
I mean, you're welcome to come to the meeting.
Oh,
Well, we could always go to the boat again.
well, the boat's not
Place
going to
more-
leave.
Well, we go to well, maybe not the boat. We could go to some taverns and play some more games.
Whisper would like to redeem herself with dice games. Whisper is good with dice. But we have more important business to worry about, and perhaps we should hear what this woman has to say if we are all to be involved in helping her father.
I'm kidding. Yeah, we should go help.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, she only talked to you. Are you sure she won't be frightened or a little worried that you have a bunch of friends with you whenever she comes to meet you?
I'll introduce you. I mean, she knows I'm not traveling alone, and she did sit at the table with you for quite a while.
That's true.
Not a completely unfamiliar face.
Okay, well then, let's go and have our meeting with this woman, and then we can talk to the Water Baron after. If you can get us an audience.
I will certainly try. Veribar will head to the main room of the tavern.
Okay. Yep, she is waiting there for you. She seems happy to see you. And she'll ask what information was so precious that you couldn't say it there on the in the loud, crowded ship.
I feel like she's patronizing me. Well, the man I met was not your father, but he was another man with the same last name, and was able to tell me a bit of the giant's plan, which I didn't want to, one, speak too loudly, whoever knows who could be overhearing, or two, cause a panic by speaking of the giants in times such as these while on a crowded boat.
She understands.
And then I will tell her the detail about the botched scrying spell that has caused the giants to kill many Simbers.
And she says, well, that explains why I've been harried by these creatures for the past several weeks. It really is imperative that I find my father. Do you know? Did you happen to hear where they think that he might be?
Well, I don't want to speak for our wizard, but I would think now that we have you, we should be able to scry for him quite accurately.
She smiles and shakes her head and says, No, the ring the ring is a powerful artifact. It prevents all scrying.
So that's why they haven't found him, and they keep finding other Simbers. Sense.
Yeah, Vic looks actually like you're a little crazy. I'm good at not getting scryed, but scrying others, not so good. Now, if we had a general idea of where this person might be, I think I might be able to help with that. But otherwise,
I just want, I rolled insight on her response to why she immediately didn't want to try scrying.
Okay. You think that she's dealing pretty straight with you. She's staring at you like very intently. Either she finds you attractive or she plans on killing you. You can't tell which. Maybe both.
For Veribar, it's usually both.
It's almost always both.
Poor Bearbar. Can't ever get no action without a little bit more action.
It's very praying mantis, I know.
that's what I was thinking.
Veribar is not sure what to do. We'll tell her that the giants. He believes that her father is being searched for in the south, but beyond that, he's not overwhelmingly aware. There's a name of a city that I'm awful. Schult.
Schult is actually the name of a country. It's like a large island off of the main coast. Yeah, it's
Country.
It's like southwest of
Yeah. So
it's not on the main map that we have.
She'll nod and say, that actually makes a lot of sense. Knowing my father, that is the sort of place he would run to if he had to try to lose himself. The jungles there are dense and almost impossible to find someone, usually because they've been eaten by a dinosaur. Thank you for your knowledge and your wisdom. I'm going to go in search of him. Perhaps one day we shall meet again.
I can only hope under better circumstances.
She smiles and she gets up, she pays the tab, and she will walk out the door.
Well, before she leaves, Whisper will walk up to her and be like, I hope that you find your father and that everything goes well for you. But next time we meet, Whisper will beat you at this card game that she had never played before.
She'll laugh and she'll kind of pat your cheek a little bit and say, of course, dear. Of course. Of course you will.
Wow.
All right. So then, so after she leaves, so then are we to try and talk with the Water Baron? Perhaps we should be a little bit inconspicuous in our own right, so that Lord Dryland does not know what we are trying to do.
What are you
Not a
getting at?
terrible idea.
And in places like this, Whisper tends to stand out a lot. Big tabaxis aren't necessarily common in these parts.
I'm gonna look at Tabaxi, or I'm gonna look at Whisper and say, yeah. And plus, deep gnomes running around out here on the surface kind of
Yes,
stand
that is
out,
true.
even with this amazing cape.
I actually think the cape makes you stand out much more, Vic. I am sorry to say. Even though it is quite beautiful and Whisper does love it and you look fantastic.
Yeah, maybe I can find a tailor or something next time we get to town.
Well, the good news is everyone will be looking for the guy wearing the cloak, and that'll make it easier for the rest of us to blend in. So,
Well, maybe it would be best if Veribar and Minx, if you two went to talk to the Water Baron, and we could walk about town and be sort of a distraction, so that if Lord Island has people watching us, they will pay more attention to us and our crazy, stupid adventures, as opposed to paying attention to you two, who would be going and talking with the Water Baron.
Consorting with his foe.
Exactly.
I love this plan mainly because I want to see what trouble Vic and Whisper can get into.
Also because
Well-
it splits the party, and that's all about you.
Whisper also thinks it's a good idea that we find a tailor for Vic so that he does not have to carry around the giant, awe-inspiring cloak anymore.
I kind of like it better long.
That's what she said.
Well, I'm sure we can make. Wow. I'm sure we can make several cloaks out of this, but I'm not sure who we're going to find that can cut dragons.
That's actually a good point. Well, we may get lucky. If anything else, if we find no one, we can still go about town and be loud and make sure that people are noticing us and not so much noticing Verabar and Minx.
That sounds good to me.
I'm okay with this plan.
I like it.
Okay, well then we will meet you two back here later tonight or in a few hours. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take you to gain an audience and actually speak with the Water Baron about all that we have talked about.
Neither am I, my friend. Neither am I. And at that, Verabar will finish his drink and stand up.
Yeah, DM, what time is it right now? It's still like really early.
It's pretty early. You guys still haven't
Okay.
slept.
Do all of our best political negotiating on a night of partying.
Or we could take a nap.
Yeah, we should probably rest.
Okay. Yeah. Let's rest up then a little bit, and then in the afternoon we can handle all of this business.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So then we will procure a room in the tavern since we're already here.
Okay. So yeah, you guys procure a room in the tavern. You're able to sleep for 6 hours. Get your rest. You wake up. It's probably about noonish, little afternoon. You can do whatever you need to do.
Okay. So we will meet back here at dusk. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned. Is there any way, if something goes wrong, that you could signal us?
I don't have anything, I'm afraid.
Flaming arrow?
Scream help.
A flaming arrow might work. It also would alert pretty much everyone else in town.
And this town is pretty big.
That's
And made
true.
of wood.
It would alert them, but it wouldn't tell them why they were alerted.
That's true. Well, just in case anything goes wrong, just do what you can to try and signal us, and we will make our way to you as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have an escape plan just in case.
Okay, real quick. Ken, I'm looking through my inventory and making sure we have everything ready. I have in my inventory a giant, quote-unquote, dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that's from?
You
I
got
do.
it. You got it in the Fire Giant Duke's office. It's the size of a greatsword. I have to look up the stats. I gave it to you at the time you got it. I think it was like 3d8 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's considered a dagger, but it's for normal people. It's a great sword.
Yep.
And it is. I think he did say that it has the heavy property.
Yep.
Okay.
So okay. All right. So Whisper and Vic will head off. I guess first to find a tailor, and we're not. I guess trying to stand out basically.
Okay.
While Barabar and Minx go and do their thing.
All right.
What kind? Or do we have a map of this town?
No.
No map of this town. Okay. Do we have?
I'm gonna give you guys 2 bits of information. A, you've made this much harder than it needs to be. B, you've not made it as difficult as the other people did yet.
1 sounds like us. 2 doesn't normally sound like us.
I've also realized that me and Whisper can pretty much just screw off, do whatever we want to, because we're not really needed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, I just didn't know. I don't know. It was like, I guess it's call it a paranoia thing. Like if Dryland is definitely trying to, get the Water Baron screwed over. He's probably got people watching and all this shit. And so it was just, I don't know, it made sense to me to split the party at least so that maybe they won't notice too much of Barabar and Minx.
Oh, Veribar or Manx and I both have disguise spells too.
Oh yeah, that's
So I was gonna have him like stay with me for a minute, and we were both gonna cast our disguise spells, go there, and then I was gonna let mine go when I was like talking to the actual employees of the Water Baron and such, but keep it up until then.
Yeah, I've got a disguise spell too.
Okay, that works. Yeah, Vic and Whisper will go fuck off somewhere while you guys do the important shit.
Okay.
I would probably say that we're definitely going to cause a distraction, and as soon as we're out of earshot, hey Whisper, you want to go to the tavern?
Oh yes, Whisper would love this. But wait, we do got to find the tailor first because Whisper, if we can make more than 1 cloak, Whisper has secretly been wanting parts of that cloak for a while now. Just a little bit. It is so long, and you don't need all of it. The Whisper would love to be able to wear something so fancy and nice. Whisper does not get the chance a lot to wear nice clothes.
Let's go find a tailor.
Thank you. You're the best, Mr. Vic.
All right. So those 2 fuck off to go find a tailor. Why don't you guys give me a performance roll? Because you're all trying to draw attention to yourselves. The other 2 of you, you guys are able to get to the Water Baron's mansion, no problem.
Okay.
I like how the wizard with all these different spells is so amazingly bad at performance.
I mean, you don't need charisma. If you were a warlock, it would.
Okay, so Vic, Whisper, you are very animated. It's kind of like the old Warner Brothers cartoons where you got the little dog the big dog walking in the middle, and the little dog bouncing around the outside. Except it's you're the bigger than Vic is, but you're bouncing around the outside while Vic's just walking with his big ass cloak dragging through the street. So you guys are doing a pretty good job of drawing attention to yourselves. Minsk and Verbar, you are at the entrance to the Water Baron's mansion. There are guards that bid you halt and ask you what you're doing.
We would like to seek an audience with the Honorable Water Baron. We come with potentially dire news regarding the giants.
What are you disguise yourselves as, by the way?
Oh, when we get here, I would like to undisguise myself.
Okay.
And because I don't want to be lying to the Water Baron and or her guards.
Okay. Do you
I'd like to drop it before we walk up to the guards, not oh hey, watch me undisguise myself.
Okay. So yeah, so when you get there, they're like, who exactly are you?
I'm Verabrar of the family Deslantier of Waterdeep, a member of the Lord's Alliance.
Give me a persuasion check and see if they believe you.
Dun dun dun.
I don't have so much of a disguise as Lord Dreyfus has only seen me in my fancy clothes, and I am back in my normal walking around clothes, which include my hood and, not having my face exposed.
Gotcha. Okay. Verbar, you are. They'll send someone up to go and inquire. They don't fully believe you're a noble, but they don't want to piss off a noble, so they'll go ask. The Water Baron will have you escorted up. She will greet you and say, "It's been quite a while since I've seen you around. What happened to the rest of your Taji group?"
Unfortunately, at the hands of the fire giants, some of my members were slain, and another was imprisoned, unable to adventure again.
She sighs and shakes her head and says, such is the life of adventurers sometimes. But you have survived, and surely you've learned some new skills. Maybe it's something that can help me. I understand you said there was something. Your guards. You told my guards something quite disturbing. What information do you have?
I will start out. Well, we recently, my party and I, made it all the way to Hecaton's court, and while there, found something that led us back to Yartar. And I'm assuming we're kind of in a audience chamber.
It's an office.
Okay, I will put the token thing on her desk if I still have it.
Okay. And she'll nod and say, "Yes, that is one of Dryland's tokens. What about it?"
It was given to me by the youngest daughter of King Hecaton of the Giants, saying it was the only lead into the kidnapping of her father.
That is interesting. A giant princess, you said?
Yes.
Having some giant allies would be quite useful if I could help them in some way. You would tell them about the help that I provided, of course.
Of course. If we are able to recover King Hecaton, I'm sure they will be most grateful.
She says, "Well, it's not well known in town. He usually stays on the boat. But Dryland's family did have a mansion here in town. It's quite large up on a hill just outside of town. Perhaps there is information there that can help you."
Thank you. And might you know anything about a tower south of town down the river, just on the west bank?
She kind of shrugs and says, "There are several old abandoned towers there. Rumor has it that there's been some weeping herd outside of one or the other. Mostly the word from down there are just hill giants rampaging across the countryside, however. So I don't know what exactly that's about." So she seems perfectly honest with you.
Minx is really rocking that inside this game.
It's an important role. I will thank her for the advice she has given and tell her that I'm able to learn anything else about the Giants' plans or about what may have happened to their king, that I will certainly come to her.
All right. Excellent. Yes, and she says, "Make sure that you mention to the giants when you figure out what's going on, just how helpful the people of Yartar is, and how happy we are to trade with them." She's shouting at you guys walk out the door.
Verabrar will bow respectfully as he leaves. And
all right.
Well, she was certainly much more accommodating than Dryland, whatever the fuck his name is.
which is strange, because last time she certainly was not more accommodating. I guess this is kind of the position that Crisis puts you into.
You just think with how ambitious he seems to be that he'd be not so willing to you know, lie straight to our faces.
I think his ambition is what made him lie straight to our faces. But either way, we have learned a few things, so we should return to Vic and Whisper.
Okay. Let us return to Vic and Whisper real quick. Vic and Whisper, why don't you guys give me perception checks?
Yep.
Okay.
Fun time. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay. That is more than enough for you guys to realize that there are two groups of what look like roughnecks coming your way. Cudgels out and ready. Why don't we roll initiative?
Ooh.
Not just Vic and Whisper.
All right.
Whisper, I think we're about to be robbed.
These men do not know that Whisper is very good at pun. I can't access my token.
That is unfortunate for these guys.
Because I have it on the map layer. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
That's a sexy Whisper token. I've never actually been able to see it before. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Get that map
Well,
out of
there's
here.
the map.
Oh, God. Okay. Initiative. Damn it. Why are my initiative rolls always so crap? All right.
I'm just going to roll once for all the thugs because I don't feel like having 10,000 people in initiative for no reason.
That makes sense.
Vic, you didn't have your token selected.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
19. There we go. All right. All set up and ready to go.
All right. Is even in the right order. Whisper, you are first to go.
Okay. So these guys are, I mean, they're definitely coming at us, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's no, like, okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let me see. There's 3 over here, 3 over there. All right. Whisper's going to look at Vic and be like, I'll take these ones. You take those ones. And she's gonna rush over here and fucking flurry of blows this middle one.
Okay.
Let's go for some fun stuff. All right, I'll do 2-handed. So, oh, that's horrible. And then a little punch and a little kick.
Okay. Second 2 hit. Let's see here. 13, 22.
Oh, and he also needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC?
It's wisdom. So it's 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 4 is fucking 15. DC is 15.
Okay, he makes it.
Okay, and then he's fine.
All right. So you punch him. He's bloodied. But he is still up. And then those 3 are going to gang up on you.
Mm-hmm.
The first guy is going to try and push you over. Going to try and trip you. So that's going to be, and you can either use athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I use acrobatics.
Okay. You are able to dodge out of the way of that. The rest are just going to start pummeling you. They have maces in their hand. What's your AC?
19.
All right. You take 2 attacks for 10 total damage.
Okay.
Other 3 will come up here and they will surround the wizard. Vic, well, actually, they already have advantage because of their ability, so I'm not going to waste the time with that. What's your AC, Vic?
18. If one of them hits me, though, I'm going to cast shield.
Okay. I'm sorry, you broke up there. What was the AC? 16?
18.
18.
I've got breastplate plus shield.
All right, so one of them does hit you.
All right, shield, so 23.
Okay, still hits.
Oof, that's a good hit.
It was a crit.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 hits total. 4 plus 8 is 12 total damage.
Okay, so it's going to get absorbed by my shield.
Okay.
Just going to flare up and hold.
And it's your turn.
You really did not pick the best people to attack. See, Whisper, you are in a bad place. So, I'm going to cast mirror image on myself. And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy right directly in front of me.
Okay. Toll the Dead is an action as well, though, isn't it?
All right, I was thinking bonus action. Yeah, I'm just going to cast mirror image. So then I'm good.
Very good. And Plato?
Plato's going to fly over here to help out Whisper
Okay.
and distract this guy.
Very good. Whisper. Advantage on your first attack.
Yes, sir. Let's see if I can finish him off with this. Two-handed damage, so.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, fuck yes. All right, and then I'm going to throw a little kick to this guy right here. Oof, that's a fucking miss.
Yep.
And then I'm going to bonus action take the dodge.
Okay. Well, they have advantage because of their because they're within 10 feet of each other, 5 feet of each other. So he's just going to cancel that out.
Okay.
They hit you 4 times.
Oh, damn.
24 damage total.
Okay. So 49. Yeah, I think. Pretty sure I'm not.
Okay, so roll me a couple d20s there, Vic.
Okay. How many? 3?
Two for right now.
Okay.
Alrighty, so they got to roll 11 or above. So those are both of these 2 attacks go for you. One of them would hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use shield again from my my ring.
Okay, does not hit. Roll me 2 more d20s. All right, the one that would have hit you hits one of your mirror images instead, so it disappears. The second one bounces off your shield.
Okay.
And then roll me 2 more d20s.
Wow.
Okay. Why couldn't that be on an attack? Oh well. They both go towards you. Both of them bounce. One of them bounces off your shield.
Okay.
All right. So you have 2 images left. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna look at these 2 guys behind me and whisper a word, and a lightning bolt's gonna fly out and should hit both of these guys.
Sure.
And hopefully, if I can angle it right so it doesn't hit this building, I am 3 feet tall.
Give me an Arcana check, and we'll see how accurately you can aim that in 3 dimensions. Okay, you're fine. You just shoot. It shoots up in the air. You kill a seagull. Dexterity saves. Both fail. Both are pretty crispy, but they're still up. Plato.
Okay. He's going to continue distracting this one guy.
All right.
Well, the other guy here now.
Yep. Whisper.
All
Advantage
right.
on your first attack.
Yep. I'm gonna go on ahead and flurry of blows the one that I already hit. So 12 and then 17.
All right. So 12, 19, 29. All right. He's going to go down.
And then Whisper is going to look at his friend and be like, "Are you really sure you want to continue this?"
He is going. One of them is going to try and grab the wizard. So
Okay.
I need either a athletics or acrobatics check. All right, he's able to pick you up, and he will start moving with you down this way.
Holy shit! Is this fucking taking him?
These two will come over here, and they will start beating up on the monk. 8 damage from the first one.
Okay.
4 damage from the second one.
Okay. So 30. Yeah.
Vic?
I'm going to start yelling at this guy for picking me up like this. This is very undignified.
He's basically got you like in a chin lock. You know, he's
I can't believe they just fucking snatched you up.
And actually, I can look at this guy like and just say, you know what? That was really stupid. Lightning bolt again. And I should take out part of this building, but I should be able to hit at least one, maybe two of those guys, including this guy that's holding.
they read up lightning bolt. That was a shitty lightning bolt roll.
Yep,
Yeah, it really is.
I've been rolling amazingly today. Lightning bolt. It's a well, let me do the spell output.
I got my player's handbook out here already. All right, it is going to go through that building. It's also going to set the building on fire. It will affect everyone over there, including your monk friend. So, Whisper, please give me a dexterity save.
Sorry, I can't see if where you're at.
No, it's okay.
Where I'm
It's
at.
okay. I also have evasion, so I automatically half damage. And if I make this, then yeah.
Okay.
So I don't take any damage.
Very good. So actually, you set 2 buildings on fire there, Vic. You said the one you shoot through, and also the one on the other side of them. Actually, you set 3 buildings on fire.
Yeah. We decided to take it a step further and make it a flaming building instead.
Right.
So
You're gonna do something. You're gonna do something. You need to do it well.
Mansk and Veribrard, you're down towards the docks. You're walking down the street. You hear a crack of thunder out of nowhere, and like lightning shooting up from below. There's no it's a bright sunny day.
I'm just gonna look over at Manx and be like, "That's us, isn't it?"
I believe that is in fact the bat signal.
Yeah, and now you start seeing smoke. Bird.
It's gonna continue distracting these other guys.
Okay.
Or this last guy here.
Very good.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm?
Plato is probably chicken or fried chicken.
Oh yeah,
right
he's totally toast. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, flurry of blows this asshole.
Yeah, he's the first 2 take him out.
Okay. Well then I'm gonna use my movement, 50 feet, which I'm pretty sure I can
You
get to this.
can get to him.
So she'll just get over here and be like, "Okay, all of your friends are dead. I think it's best if you let my friend go."
He will kind of put his hands up. He'll drop the gnome. Ow. Put his hands up and say, "Hey, just doing a job, you know."
Whisper will. Oh wait, no, we're still in turn order.
No, you can be out of turn order. He's giving
Oh,
up.
okay, all right. Whisper's gonna grab him by his scruff, like by his like. It looks like he has a pretty big collar. She's gonna grab him by his collar and like raise up her fist and just be like, "Now, who is it that gave you this job?"
No, it's professional courtesy. You don't tell anyone about who's giving you the money for it. It's just the way things are.
Professional courtesy or not, I am going to punch you to death if you do not tell me. And trust me, I will not make it slow. I will not make it fast.
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm great at this, you guys. Fantastic.
She's such a lovable kitten.
All right, his hands are up. He's like, all right, Lord Dryland. And all of a sudden, like a tentacle shoots out of his ear. Looks like an octopus tentacle. And it kind of wraps around and digs one of his eyeballs out of his socket. And he just keels over dead.
All right, she's just gonna, she'll just like, because she's still kind of holding him, so she'll drop him and be like, well, looks like we have another reason to kill Lord Dryland now.
All right, Vic's gonna investigate how the heck just happened. Look in the ear hole. Does he see like a octopus in there?
There's a big bloody wound now in his ear hole, but it just looks like an ear hole. You can give me a perception check.
You know what? I'm not gonna look at it very, very quickly or very intently. I'm gonna go over here and try and put out these fires. If we can't put them out, we're definitely putting all these people over there near the houses and then buggering off.
Okay. There is a bucket. There are people with buckets starting to charge for it. How are you going to try and put the fires out?
That's a very good question. All the spells I have.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say all the spells I have. I don't have anything revolving around water. I'll grab a bucket.
Okay. Whisper will
do the same thing. She'll just start helping all the people.
Okay.
Start putting out all the fires.
Gotcha. So after 5 minutes, Verabrar and Mansk, you come back around and you get down there and you see your wizard in his long, kind of dirty now, kind of covered in soot and mud cloak, and your monk putting out fires in various and sundry businesses in the area.
Verabrar will open his mouth and close it. And I don't know what I expected.
So, hell of a signal.
Oh, hello. Looks like you guys did your part very well. We were attacked by these men over, and things got a little crazy.
They tried to abduct me.
Yes, they were hired by Lord Dryland.
We might want to keep voices down then.
Yeah, it's probably not the best place to be talking about that, Whisper.
Oh, yes, sorry. Anyway, we need to help put these fires out and then perhaps search these people and see if they have any other clues.
Yeah, these people just ran up, they tried to grab us, then tried to light these things on fire, trying to get away.
Yeah, give me a deception roll. Let's see if anybody buys that.
0.
Yes, they were lighting everything on fire. It was crazy.
Whoa!
Holy shit! Yes.
All right, yeah. There's like local constable area over here, and they're like, oh, that's very interesting. Yes, Minsk and Verabrar are also like, oh, okay, that makes total sense. That's what villains to try and set the city on fire. Unless Whisper says anything to counteract that.
Oh no, Whisper is just totally agreeing with him. Like, yes, they were setting fire. They tried to capture us. It was crazy. I do not know why they would do this. It's all a big mess. We don't know what happened. We were just trying to find the tailor. That's all we were doing.
Did you find the tailor?
Yeah, did we?
I think it's in one of those buildings over there.
The one's on fire?
On fire.
It's one of the buildings that's on fire. It's gotta be.
Yeah. There's a half orc just like I worked so hard to build a business and you burned it down. I don't understand.
But
You point at
it wasn't
these
us.
guys.
It wasn't us. We're so sorry. These people, they were bad men, and they came and they attacked us. We are so sorry. And she kind of like walks up and like puts a hand on the guy's shoulder, and she's like, I'm so very sorry. Your business looks very beautiful, and you should be proud of it.
Give me some sort of charisma check.
Okay. I guess I'll do deception. Oh god, this might ruin everything. Yep, it ruins everything.
You're not getting your cloak today.
Okay, that's fine.
Do the bodies like have any like identifying marks or like logos on their clothes? Or
Give me a perception or investigation check.
If it's perception, I can assist you to give you advantage.
Are any
I'll
of
do
these
perception,
men
then.
folks
I like advantage.
from the boat, or do they look like they were just hired locals?
You know, that's a good question. You just give me perception or investigation checks to figure it out.
Hey, he was searching. I was just wanting an intelligence check.
Okay, you can use investigation if you like.
I'm not smart, though.
You're not smart. Well, Whisper, I thought you were giving us deception. Never.
No,
So
he gave
whoever-
me advantage on my perception check.
Yeah, because I also have proficiency in perception, so I just helped him out.
Gotcha.
Well, we've obviously decided that we believe everything we hear, and obviously I know that these were sent by Lord Ryland. So I mean, why would I be investigating?
So the Verabrar, you do recognize a couple of these guys from the boat. One of them actually looks like the dealer from last night. Your dealer. Also, they all have patches of skin that are covered by, various clothing articles, maybe on their neck or on their shoulder, across their chest. Looks like scales.
That's
Like
interesting.
they're becoming scaly, or like their skin is ripped away and their scales underneath?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm curious, and I'm going to investigate. What do I see about this?
You would actually need to roll me Arcana, please.
Ooh.
Can I pull more of their skin off?
If you pull more of the skin off, if you pour like on the edges of it, there's some scales underneath, and then you just start to get to flesh. Also, people are watching you just like dismember this corpse.
Fair.
The Arcana wise, you think it's definitely some sort of transmutation magic. You're not sure exactly what it is. You think these might be some kind of warlock, maybe, or maybe it's like like there's kinds of sorcerers that have draconic blood in them. They sometimes reflect their draconic heritage. Maybe it's something like that. You're not entirely sure.
I was thinking more Kraken-ish, but okay.
Yep, could be Kraken. Could be Kraken. You're not sure.
What's cracking, yo?
Anyways, we are investigating dead bodies in the middle of the street, near a whole bunch of buildings we set on fire. We should probably leave.
Well, you said there was a constable around, right?
Yep.
And he believes
Also the constable says, "Wait a second, I thought you said they set these on fire."
No, I mean I was talking to the people out of character. I mean, yeah, they did.
Okay, if you're speaking out of character,
That
right,
was
speaking
kind of
out
an out of character thing.
of.
But we should leave.
Yeah, Whisper will go up to the constable and be like, "We are very sorry for the disturbance," and she'll kind of like do a couple of bows and stuff and be like, we were attacked and Whisper has had such a long day."
He kind of scratches you behind the ear and says, "It's all right, kitty. You go on your way."
Okay, thank you. We are very sorry. Just walk off.
Yeah, I'm gonna pack up my cloak and put it up for now and walk off.
Okay. Where exactly are you putting this massive cloak?
In the bag of holding. I'm
Oh,
holding the team treasure because it was
Okay.
given to me.
That is true. Okay. Nope. Fair enough.
Everybody's still in my goddamn sack.
Well,
That's what she said? No, that's the way it works.
Someone thought that it was good to give it to me for safekeeping. I don't know why.
Well, she gave it to you. I don't even know if she actually. I just know that I've been taking care of party treasure. I didn't know, like, in character, if Whisper actually had the bag or not. So
It's my
just-
bag.
Okay, well, then fucking Binks has the bag. I don't fucking.
Caldress died for that motherfucker. That was one of my 2 objects I got from my dead character was that bag.
Oh,
And
yeah,
everyone's
that's right.
like, oh, we got the bag of holding. Let's just shove 50 cubic meters of shit in there. Okay, I guess.
To
Why
be
don't you use
fair,
your own
we-
fucking
We
backpack?
did that, and we got a shit ton of money out of it.
We
So
put treasures in the bag, and obviously this cloak is a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
It's one.
I'm actually very curious if, like, clean and stuff like that, how much that cloak is actually worth.
How it being clean? I'm a wizard. I have prestidigitation. Everything is always clean.
Oh, true that. Okay. Makes sense. I'm just saying. I just been very curious as to how much that cloak is actually worth.
It's the sentimental value.
Exactly.
All right. We're gonna.
Usually translated as "it's not worth shit."
So
It's
head
a
back
scale
to,
cloak.
head back to the tavern to discuss what we have found out.
Yep.
Okay.
And to figure out when the best time to go on a mansion assault is, which is probably not immediately after the person that owns that mansion sent people to kill us.
Or it could be the best time. So
Yeah, it could
he'll be less prepared.
I mean, maybe he thinks that would be the best time. So, never mind.
I don't know. It is weird that he just sent people randomly to kill us, but especially if we were supposedly supposed to be helping them.
I think it's also really curious how he managed to pull off the whole tentacle horror thing.
Some
The
kind of
what now?
magic he had against people talking about him.
See, when we were fighting these guys, he admitted who he was working for, and he had a tentacle come out of his ear. Yeah. I'm very curious how he did that.
Well, apparently, Mr. Dryland has quite the affinity for octopuses. So maybe there's
Could it be-
more to him than he's letting on.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Would it be octopi?
Octopuses is also acceptable, and I learned this from Futurama.
Wasn't that
Okay.
just linked in the?
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
Didn't we just do this?
So Veribar, it looks like Lord Dryland was definitely a bad man.
Dibs on his rapier.
I can't. I don't use weapons like that anyway. So you can. Whisper did not get her cloak. She is very sad.
Okay, so I need a plan. What are you guys doing?
So okay. Well, we're at the tavern now.
We're clearly being watched because you guys got attacked.
Yeah, obviously. I would say that after that, Whisper would like to take a short rest.
Yeah, I thought that's
Just-
why we're going to the tavern.
Okay, yeah. So,
Okay, you can take a short rest.
and then after that, let me see. You guys relayed everything that the Water Baron told you. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means so we have 2 options. We can either go to the mansion or go to the towers to the south,
Mansion.
or we could fucking just ransack the boat.
I'm voting for the mansion
Okay.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, it sounds good. All right, I'm gonna roll some hit dice and get my key points back.
Let me heal you because we're about to short rest,
Oh,
and I will get the
that'll
spells
work.
back.
Okay. Well, I rolled 1 hit dice. That was a terrible roll. All right, so 12. Oh, 12 and 18. Okay, so
Do
that's
you need more than 30?
70.
Do you require more?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good. That puts me damn near at full. So
I have
I'll be
another spell slot that I'm about to get back, so if you want to be at full, you can be.
sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, warlocks get them all back on short rests.
Cool.
And I'm going to use Arcane
I'm back at
Recovery.
full. Ooh, actually, do I get my... I don't think I get my temporary hit points on a short rest. I think it's on a long
Oh,
rest.
shit, y'all. Short rest. Everyone gets 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I get 15.
I get 20.
For what?
Celestial resistance.
Nice.
Is that where I've been getting those? Okay. I thought I was getting those points from something in my thing, but I guess that's not true. Okay. So we do get to 10 temporary hit points. Yay. All right. Awesome. Because I keep having them on my freaking... on my thing, but I always forget exactly where they come from.
It's 10 on a
Alright.
short rest.
So mansion then. That's what we're...
Yeah, but we should leave here either disguised or sneakily so that we don't get attacked by more of Dryland's thugs.
That is-
So they don't tell everybody we're coming.
Yes, that is a very good idea. Well, luckily the ones that we fought are not telling anyone anything, but if Dryland has some way of killing his thugs from afar, he probably had a way of hearing what we were talking about. So he may know that we know that he tried to kill us.
I turn into a dwarf. Female dwarf.
I'm going to help.
I have no idea what you just said.
I said I don't know how that's going to help.
Well, I'm not going to look like the guy that sat in his room and chatted with him, for one.
Yeah.
Well, Whisper has no fancy magic, and I cannot disguise myself. But I can try and be very sneaky.
Yeah, Veribar's going to do it old school with Whisper.
I'm
That's
gonna...
what she said.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
stealth
throw
rolls from the...
stealth. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. And Vic, what are you doing?
I'm going to use Disguise Self to look like a different type of gnome. Say
Okay.
forest gnome. And we go
Okay.
over here.
I'm sure that the murderers who are after a gnome are going to be quite discerning.
Well, I've been wearing this gigantic flowing robe, and my character is pretty, grayish black, looking green. Well, looking normal color, or, white with green hair. That'd probably throw him off a little bit, especially not wearing the giant cloak.
I mean, I could turn into a gnome. We could be gnomies.
Wow.
Whisper disappeared from sight. Super stealth.
Disguise Self it's Disguise Self, though. If someone, tried to pat you on the head,
gnomes are
hit you.
small. I've been doing dwarf because dwarf is still medium.
Yeah.
You raise valid points. I would like to leave shortly after Whisper and Verbar leave, so that there's not 4 people leaving the tavern simultaneously.
Okay. Very good. It's very obvious when you leave, however, nobody's paying attention to looking for a dwarf, so you're able to get out no problem. Gnome, you look like a different gnome, so you are able to get through no problem. Hold on. Fucking hate that. No, sometimes I trap my leg under my chair in such a way that I get a cramp in my hamstring.
Mm.
It's very painful.
I've done that before.
That's the worst fucking place to get a cramp, I swear to God.
I don't know, man. The foot. Have you ever gotten like in the inner part of your foot?
I actually get cramps there like on a daily basis. So it's,
Okay.
that's been my life for mine. Basically, since I've been a teenager, I wake up with fucking foot and leg cramps. So that doesn't even bother me anymore.
Today I learned.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what the fuck causes it. Like, it used to be right because I would sleep on like a twin bed and my feet would hang off of it. But then, like, I bought a real bed that I fit on more or less, and it still fucking happens every now and then. It's very annoying.
Phantom cramps. Phantom cramps. The feet remember.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It fucking sucks. So yeah, you guys approach. Sun's starting to set. How do you guys approach the mansion? As you approach, you see it looks like it's 2 stories tall. There's 2 wing. There's like an east wing and a west wing. There's a big, there's a well manicured yard in the front with a fence.
All right. Well, going in the front is definitely not smart.
I prefer to go in the back anyway.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we'll look for a back or a side entrance. Maybe like a window we can slink through, or a back door or something. Or maybe if there's like a latch into a basement, we can try that as well.
Okay. Give me a perception check, and anybody who rolled under a 20 on their stealth check, give me a stealth check, just because you got to see if you're able to, because now you're trespassing on private property.
Well, you were above a 20 the first time, but yeah.
Yeah, I had a 24.
God damn it, Minx.
The whole party just evaporates into the smoke, and then just
Minx
trips
fucking
over his
stubs
feet.
his toe.
A female dwarf who suddenly, in a very manly voice, begins cussing about a stubbed toe.
One moment.
I
To
personally
be fair,
blame
female
the,
dwarves are probably very manly. So
It happens.
The fuck am I missing?
Hopefully the
what I just
dwarf.
said was racist.
So you guys are around back. You manage to get over the fence. You sneak around the sides. As you get to the back, you see there is like there's a balcony up above. You think you could climb up to with a bit of work. There is also what looks like a door down to the basement. There's a very large, well manicured yard. There's a fountain. There's a
Okay.
excuse me. There's benches and look like a croquet court. There's also several guards that are now approaching the dwarf who like kicked over a watering can or something.
Yeah.
I guess we'll hide and wait to see what happens with Minx, because we don't want to leave him behind.
While we're hiding, Veribra would like to be trying to unlock that or open that basement door, and if it's locked, to unlock it.
Is the basement door unlocked?
Well, hold on a second. I'm setting something up.
This is the next combat map where Minx dies.
You mean a female dwarf?
I mean, if you die in female dwarf form, you die in real life.
That's one way to look at it. Why are you not? Stupid. There it goes.
How far away from me would you say these guards are?
I'm going to show you momentarily.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to go grab a drink really quickly. I will be right back.
Okay. Why don't we all go grab a drink really quickly? Take one last 5-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
This is gonna go great.
All right, I'm back.
Me too.
Oh boy, that was fun. Our distraction worked perfectly,
Yeah, it did.
except for we weren't able to make a better, more practical cloaks out of the fucking thing, and I'm very sad about that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The whole reason for making the distraction.
Oh well, it's fine. You know, sometimes to move forward, you got to set 5 buildings on fire.
It happens.
I just think it's funny. I could not fucking believe that you snatched your ass up and just started running. Like,
I know.
they're just like, fuck it, let's grab the gnome wizard. Like, what? Like, do you realize that you're in touch range with him? He's a fucking wizard. He's gonna hurt you in ways that you can't possibly fucking imagine.
What's even better is I'm pretty sure that I could pick those guys up and run with them because I've got 19 strength.
yeah, you've got the gauntlets. Oh Jesus.
Hmm.
Did those gauntlets belong to Ryle at first, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You just fucking stole Ryle's gauntlets.
Okay, I love those gauntlets just because you can make like a spindly character with no strength at all, then suddenly, bam, you're stronger than well, pretty much most people.
Yeah, it's like if you could ever get your hands on the belt of Storm Giant strength, like Jesus Christ. You can turn any character into a strength happy, crazy person. Because I think the Storm Giant strength one gives you 27 strength, or is it 29? I don't know. It gives you a lot. It gives you a lot of strength. It's a ridiculous amount. Let me see. Yeah, look it up. Yeah. The belt of Storm Giant Strength gives you fucking 29 strength.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's flipping ridiculous. Even just the base one, it gives you 21. The Hill Giant one.
Yeah.
So it's 21 for Hill Giant. Frost and Stone Giant's 23. Fire Giant's 25. Cloud is 27, and Storm is 29. It's fucking crazy, man.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm kind of ready to stop dealing with giants all the damn time.
All right.
Well, Storm King's Thunder, man. That's what we're gonna be doing for a while. I don't know how many more sessions we actually have before we find.
It's been like 33 weeks since I fought a fucking goblin. I could just go for like a nice orc, you know?
That's kind of why I like the fight that we just had, because it was just regular dudes. And so, like, I wasn't like, Vic was like, oh, you're in a bad position. And I was like, not really, though, because if they hurt me enough, I can just heal myself.
Well, I bet you're in a bad position because I couldn't nuke them.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I was just impressed nothing was rolling with a plus 16 modifier.
All right.
Truth.
Yeah, those
So
damn
we
giants.
can actually get in melee without dying.
Or being thrown.
Ah,
Yeah, it'll be nice to use my few ASIs upcoming whenever I get a chance to actually increase my AC a little bit. But I think at max, the most I'm going to get is like 22 or something like that.
What level is Tomb of Annihilation?
I think it's low level.
Too lazy to Google.
I thought Tomb of Annihilation was like mid-level.
I have no idea.
I'd like to do one of the higher level modules.
I've been talking. That's the only problem. There really isn't any higher level module. Had everyone else survived, I'd have no problem staying homebrew in this world for a little bit. That's what I'm doing with the Saturday group. But since there's so many new characters here, I think starting over new would be better.
Yeah, that's fine.
You really need a hook to stay engaged, and then there's not a once we finish this campaign, I don't have enough background on the rest of you to keep it interesting. I don't think.
I mean, I like this character, but even a minute ago or earlier tonight, I was like, shit, I don't even remember what my background is, because, I mean, I put a lot of work into Caldris, whereas this guy was kind of like, I'll try this build just because.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. We just wanted to, we wanted to finish the game, but it does make it hard to go into homebrew, like explore backstories when there's not much backstory there.
Yeah, Whisper is a character that's made for a different world. So her backstory in Faerun is a little strange.
But anyways, let's get through this encounter. Halt! Who are you, and why are you in the Lord's backyard, his garden?
I would like to act extremely drunk.
Okay.
So, like a dwarf?
Correct. In fact, the look I'm going for here is stumbling drunk, and the moment that they start asking me questions, once I realize I've been seen, I'm going to start walking towards them. If they're coming from multiple directions, I will walk towards the direction that there is the fewest guards, but I'm going to walk towards them, and oh hey, visuals. We got an upside down owl. Where am I? Oh, there I am.
So the other three of you are hidden. Minx is the only one they can see.
Okay.
Two of you are hidden next to the fountain. Verabrar, you're hidden there. Those are the doors down to the basement.
Cool.
Oh, there's more stuff to the south. Just a heads up, Ken, I don't have a bird. But I'm going to walk in vaguely this direction. and doing my best female voice impersonation while also attempting to act inebriated, I'm going to start, creating a scene and going, where is Lord Dryland? He threw me off his stupid fucking boat. And I'm going to walk that way.
Give me a performance check.
Let me know if that's like too far walking. But
We'll see how good your performance check goes.
Sure. 7.
Oh.
Yes. You get to about there, and they hold up their spears and like, you should stop right there, ma'am. We don't buy that for a second. You're just gonna stay right there, and we're gonna call for some city watch.
Oh god, I'm really tempted to just kill these assholes.
Fair.
Just kill everybody.
Veribar, in the meantime, give me a Thieves' Tools check.
I'm
Okay.
still
Well,
here.
did
I'm
we
just
determine if it
moving
was
things.
unlocked?
It is not unlocked. It is now unlocked. Give me a stealth check. Jesus. Yep. All right. Nobody notices the fact there's this fucking half elf or high elf bastard just over there, like do.
Holy
Open
shit.
your doors and shit.
I'm a fucking idiot, by the way. During that last encounter, I forgot about.
You cut out.
Oh, I said I'm an idiot because during that last encounter, I forgot about my extra attack. So I've only been attacking 3 times, and I should have gotten 4 attacks. But I'll remember heretofore.
I put up my hands in a surrendering manner.
All right. One of them will approach weapons drawn. The other one will pull out a set of manacles and head in your direction.
Shit. Whisper's gonna look to Vic and kind of like give like a "what are we gonna do" kind of look.
I would like to sneak attack this guy.
Okay. You can take that first round of sneak attack. Then we'll roll initiative.
All right.
So do I get just the sneak attack or like a full round of attacks?
You're gonna get a surprise round because you're taking action. Then they won't be surprised anymore, and won't need to roll initiative.
Fair.
Fucking 11 again? Really?
Oh wait, shoot! I have advantage.
All right. First one does not hit. Second one does. Go ahead and give me damage.
The first one's a 19. The second one's a 14.
Why is the first one a 19?
Because I have 3 attacks on the first round of combat.
Oh, okay. What's the
So
third
then-
one?
I have 3 attacks
Oh, you have 3
because it's the
attacks.
first round. I get on the first round of combat, I get 1 more attack than I
Okay.
get 2 attacks from being a ranger.
Gotcha. Okay. So in that case, you have 2 hits. One of them will get sneak attack.
That one does have sneak attack,
Mhm.
and this one does not.
Not bad though. It's good damage.
40 damage. Not too shabby.
What kind of
SO bird.
what kind of armor are these guys wearing?
They actually do have armor on. I'll tell you what in here in a second.
Oh, that's why you only have 3d6. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
you're
a
part of Ranger.
5 and 5.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, wait, you only have 3d6. That's weird. Because by this level you should have 5, and I was like, all right.
But I have 2 attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Trade-offs.
Fuck was I checking on? Oh yeah.
I went for more consistent sneak attack damage because in case you miss that one attack, you just
They have-
botched all
They
your
have
dice.
small shields and studded leather armor.
Okay.
You gotta roll
And the guy on the
initiative.
bottom has a couple of holes.
All right. So
Hold on a second. Manx,
Okay.
thank you, Manx. All right. First up is Howl.
Boop.
Okay.
Help.
Very good. Son of a bitch! He's gonna start stabbing with his spear.
Ooh.
Is this the guy that I attacked?
Yeah, he's going to be attacking you back.
Okay.
Actually, first thing he's going to do is try and smack you in the face with his shield. What's your AC?
21.
God damn it. Alright, he still hits you. He stabs with a spear once for 15 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna half that.
Okay. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to this other guy actually, because I get advantage on people who haven't acted in combat yet.
Also bird.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy that I'm attacking now has acted, and there's no bird, so I don't lose him, and I get many advantages on this other guy.
I was mostly implying that I wish I had remembered that you did that, and I would have birded the other guy, so that you would have advantage and Whisper would have advantage.
I wish that I had remembered to resummon my familiar.
Yeah, well, you're a pretty terrible wizard.
I am.
Very bad damage.
Alright. Yeah, just the one hit. 14.
I'm gonna go back over here now. This guy does not get an attack of opportunity because I attacked him.
I know. Whisper.
All right. Well, cat's out of the bag now. Haha, puns. Anyway, I'm gonna run over here and smackaroony this guy a bunch of times. Oh yeah, that's fucking fantastic. It's the 7+4 because she's using it two-handed. Just assume that I'm always using it two-handed. It's just, I need to change the thing.
Okay.
One more. That probably hit, and
Does not hit.
then throw a kick, and that would be it.
Alright. Vic.
We really have to try and kill everything we fight, or everything we meet. And then I'm going to firebolt the one that Whisper's attacking.
I mean, we couldn't let Minx fucking get all hooked up.
I will remind you guys, you can do non-lethal damage as long as it's, with melee attacks.
I was totally
That's
going to
true.
do that.
Alright, that does hit.
I'm not going in there to punch him.
Minsk.
Where was I in this manacle process? Did he get them?
They had not manacled you yet. They just pulled your hand down.
Okay. Quarterstaff to the noggin.
Okay. Had Verabrar not taken action, you would have been manacled.
Okay. I was gonna fucking choke him with the manacles, because why not? But quarterstaff to the noggin on this gentleman. For non-lethal damage, sir. Well, I should just delete my character and wait for Tomb of Annihilation.
I feel ya.
I was all 20s on the boat doing worthless shit, and then we got off the boat, and it's all been single digits.
Alright. Other gladiator gets to go. He hasn't seen the dwarf cast a spell yet, and he seems pretty ineffectual with that stick. I think he'd go for the monk. So...
I
I mean, I am right up in his face.
Yep. Well, yeah, but they're intelligent enough to go for somebody more dangerous.
That's true.
Take 9 damage.
Okay.
Also give me a strength save. DC is
Ooh.
15.
Oh. Oh, no.
You are prone.
Cool. And you said 5 damage? Or 9?
9 damage.
Sorry.
Niner.
Yeah, 9. Yes, sir.
And then he stabs you once for 11 damage.
Okay. So then that's... Oh, shit. Alrighty.
Sorry, 1 second. Alright, who's up? Bird. Bird is up.
Help action.
Okay. Other gladiators up.
Where's other bird?
Dead.
That's right.
Sa-
He
Killed
died.
by his creator.
And I forgot to resign him.
Which is actually honestly kind of
Typical?
Typical, yeah.
Yeah.
Verabrar, take 10 damage. Give me a strength save, DC 15.
Okay. This is kind of go well.
Okay. You don't have advantage, so he smacks you in the face with the shield and you fall over prone. He then proceeds to stab you in the back twice. Total of 27 damage.
Which one of those two is larger, like singularly?
The second one. I should have made you tell me which one you're gonna do, but yeah, second one's bigger. I told you already.
Okay, I will half that one.
Okay, so that means 12 and 7, so 19 total damage.
Nice.
Plus the 10 you took from the shield.
Yep.
Okay. And it's your turn.
Oh. And it's my turn. I am going to try to stab this dude who is right here in front of me because I'm
Stand up.
First, I'm going to stand up because you can't attack from the ground, can you?
You
Yes,
can
you
at disadvantage.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
I didn't even know you could do that. But I will stand up.
Okay.
And then try to attack this dude. And I don't have advantage. Turn that back off.
That's a hit.
That's not.
Nope.
But I do get sneak attack because of Mengs.
Okay.
So, 20 damage.
All right, he is bloodied.
These just have a lot of fucking HP.
Yep. All right. Whisper.
All right. Whisper's gonna lift herself up on her hands and fucking do like the breakdance kick move and flurry of blows this guy.
Advantage.
So 4 kicks to the face.
All right.
God, fucking son of a whore.
All right. And he uses his reaction to parry the second one. So only the third one hits.
So
Okay.
advantage
he
on the
does-
first one.
The first one has advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Is the bird.
Okay. Very good. So you'll do this. You'll block the first one then, so the second one also hits for 10.
Okay. And then he
He's not
needs to make the DC 15 dexterity save.
Does not make it.
All right. He is prone.
He is prone.
And then Whisper will, flip herself back up onto her feet and get ready for the next round.
Okay. Vic.
All right. I see that my friends are having trouble, so I'm going to pull out my Wand of Magic Missile. And I'm going to use the third level on... Well, which one looks like it's the worst off?
They both look bloodied.
Okay. I'm just going to do it at this one over here with Whisper.
Okay.
So 18 damage.
All right. Minsk.
Let me fix that thing real quick. Okay. He's prone, so I'm gonna drunkenly stagger right about here, and then whop him with my stick if all goes according to plan. Yeah.
Hey.
So it's the one on the right hand side, so 6 plus 1 is 7 walloping non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I was hoping that'd be enough to down him.
Is not enough down him. He is going to stand up. He is going to, let's see. I mean, he's annoyed that you're smacking him with a stick, but you're not doing that much damage. So he's going to go back for the tabaxi. 10 damage with the shield. Give me a strength save, please.
You
Oh.
motherfucker, you.
Whisper. Oh, you make it.
Yay. All right, so 10 damage.
10 damage, but he misses you with the spear.
Alrighty.
He would have hit you with the spear had you failed that save.
Yeah, probably.
Are you proficient with strength saves?
Yes, monks have to be.
Oh, okay. I thought they were. I would have figured they were
Dex.
Dex and Whiz.
Yeah, it's.
I think we
I
talked
would think
about
so
this.
too.
Oh,
But
yeah, we
it's
talk about this.
strength
We talk about
Dex.
this every week. That's right. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dex and Whiz.
one good one, one bad one.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. All right, that was Gladiator. Bird.
Advantage.
Another Gladiator. He's locked in combat with Verabrar. Verabrar, you take 11 damage from the shield. Please give me a strength save. You
Hey.
bastards. All right, well, you took 11. You took 11 damage from the shield.
Okay.
All right, but you're not prone. Verabrar.
I'm pretty over this dude, and I'm going to try to kill him.
Yeah, stab him in his stupid fucking face.
Okay. He is. Actually, no, those both hit.
So 20 more damage for the first shot.
Excuse me.
How much the second one?
And 13 for the second one.
So 33. All right.
How is that? Is
Mhm.
this dude still standing?
Still standing?
I have done over 100 damage to this guy myself.
Pretty close to 100, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 93 on this guy,
Yeah.
and I'm at 13 on this guy. Jesus.
Yeah, they have a lot of health.
Maybe I should stop fucking around with this quarterstaff.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. fucking non-lethal warlock over there. But,
Whisper.
that's my turn.
All right. Oh wait, shit, I gotta take that key point off.
And then the question is, are you doing non-lethal damage?
Yes. She will attempt to do non-lethal damage, but she is going to fucking flurry blows him again and punch the ever-loving shit out of him.
Okay.
Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and oh my god, I hate my life right now.
The first one has advantage.
On the
Okay.
first one.
Yep. Because advantage of the first one, he's going to use his reaction to block it. So second and fourth one hit. So 13.
And then another dex save. What the hell?
Okay, he is prone again.
Alrighty.
Vic.
Okay. They look like they got this guy taken care of, so I'm gonna hit this guy with another third level magic missile,
Okay.
and hopefully this doesn't kill him.
It's probably gonna kill him.
It's okay.
Blast his head apart.
Oops. Well, I thought he might be able to take that.
It was close. He had 19 left. He did 22. Minsk.
I'm gonna whack this guy with a fucking quarterstaff.
Okay. Does not hit. However, he is going to put his hands up and say, I surrender, I surrender. Just don't do me like you did Joe. He was going to retire in a week.
Oh wow, just tugging our heart. Alright, if he's gonna surrender, Whisper's going to quickly cover his mouth and be like, get the manacles and we'll tie him up.
We have manacles.
They have manacles.
Yeah, they have manacles. They were going to put them on manacles, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's like just covering his mouth and like kind of holding him so that we can put the manacles on him.
I'm going to.
Verabrar will.
Oh, well,
Oh.
I was going to do a thing. I'm going to grab the
Feel
manacles,
free.
and I'm going to cast Disguise Self using Mask of Many Faces to assume the guise of Joe, and I'm going to handcuff this guy.
Okay. He looks at you and he looks at Joe's dead body and he kind of like throws up all over himself and all over. Well, Whisper and Vic, give me dexterity saves.
Really? I just walked
You
over
sick
here.
bastards. Yeah,
Okay.
baby.
You don't get any on you.
All right. Let me see. Whisper will like tear some cloth or something off of. Does he have any like cloth on him?
Yeah, I mean, he's got clothes. They're
Right.
clothes.
Okay, yeah. So she'll like use like her claws if she has to, and just tear some cloth off and kind of use it as like a to tie around his mouth so he can't yell or fucking anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. He's he's terrified, but he's given up. He's just a job. He's just he's paid to guard a dude's property.
Okay. And then Whisperer will be like, "As long as you stay quiet, we will not kill you. I'm sorry about your friend Joe." Kind of like half-heartedly. And then she'll drag him over to where Vic unlocked this door.
Okay.
No such thing.
Well, yeah. Fair
Fairbar is the sneaky door unlocker.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I
It's
don't know
nothing.
why I said Vic.
All right. So you guys are getting ready to head down into the basement. Do we want to stop here for the night? How you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's it's nearly midnight.
Yeah, it's about 1 a.m. for me. So
I would like to take the dead body into the basement as well. Let that be known.
Okay. Very good.
that's
So-
important. But yeah,
So you guys load up on bodies, live and dead, and you head into the basement of the Lord's Keep, Lord's Mansion, rather. And we will pick it up next week.
Hopefully
All
there's
right.
nobody in
Alright.
here, because they're going to see Joe carrying a headless corpse of Joe in the door.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a great image.
No one will ever know the difference.
All right, well, thanks for running, Ken. I'm sorry that we made things more complicated than they need to be, but
Yeah.
welcome to life.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's all right. I actually have I built a mansion for you guys to explore. It's just that you guys had this encounter that took up 30 minutes.
Delete this red dot.
What red dot?
Red dot.
I don't see a red dot. I see
Just
a
wait till we'll be back to the Storm Giant area. We'll stay there for a couple more weeks.
Thank you.
Was it bothering you that much?
It's been there the whole combat. I don't know what happened.
It's probably been there for like the last 5 times we've used this map, and you're just now noticing it. All right. Anyways, thank you guys very much for playing. We'll play again next week.
alrighty.
I put a link to a Google form in the chat with instructions for the next game. So go ahead and read that over and use the information as you see fit.
Oh,
It's a link to
Oh,
Google
oh,
Drive.
we're actually doing another game after this one, you mean?
Well, after Storm King's Thunder, yes.
Right, okay. Cool. Sounds good. Oh god, that means I'm gonna have to come up with another character.
It doesn't, and they're pretty. I'm being generous. I'm telling you about where you're going, so you're welcome to make whatever you like, but there may be disadvantages of doing so.
The only luck in Jolt is bad. Sorry. That's good.
I didn't think it was that funny. I mean, I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was that funny.
Well, it's also appropriate because the lucky feat is bullshit.
It is bullshit. Yes, it's one of the only things in the game that I'm like, nah, I don't like.
It's
Yeah, the
so-
lucky feat is way too fucking overpowered.
It's super overpowered, and even if you're using it, it just doesn't feel good to use. It's just like, oh, I just get to succeed now.
Yeah, basically. It's pretty
Feel
crazy.
like the dirty hooker you are.
Right?
But yeah, I'll definitely look that over and try to come up with a character. How many more sessions do we got in Storm?
At this point, probably 3, maybe 2,
Really?
maybe 2, probably 3.
this is an old-fashioned hex crawl. This means you will be getting lost, delayed, or otherwise waylaid. So this is going to be a very, very long campaign.
It could be. It could
Also,
also.
I was not planning on playing a ranger this time, so
I actually do love a good old-fashioned hex crawl, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I've only played about 3 or 4 sessions of this in my in-person game, but it's very old school. I quite like it. So I'm excited for it. But we'll see what happens. We'll finish this up. We'll see if you succeed in recovering the Storm Giant King. And the other group has a offer for you towards the end as well. We'll see how that goes. So we're talking 2 to 4 sessions.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So twice that.
Maybe, yes. With the way this
probably
group goes.
knowing us, it's probably going to be twice that.
All right.
All right. I'll see
Talk to
y'all
you guys
later.